Twins, Episode 9. Party's had quite a bit of success so far. You guys have accomplished more than I think anyone expected the 5 of you to accomplish, and aside from a momentary transformation of one character in a stone, you've all made it out of everything relatively unscathed. But where are you now, and why are you where you are? It's hard to do transitions in this one. I can't. I want better steps over from the intro to the recap, without just having to say, give me the damn recap.
It's been too many weeks, I don't remember anymore.
I'm just reading the notes. I'm reading the minutes.
The last stuff we did was like, we went basilisk hunting. We're kind of on downtime right now between finishing dealing with the temple and the next like mission or whatever that Jogaton was going to give us. So we've all been kind of doing our own downtime stuff. We went and did some basilisk hunting. I think Rusty has some investigation stuff he wants to do.
Yeah, I was going to do that with some of the other people.
Yeah, so I think we have like a couple more days of downtime until we're supposed to meet back up with Jogaton and find out what we're doing next.
Well, downtime it is. So, what I know, Rusty, you have some investigating.
Yes.
What do the rest of you have planned for the next few days of downtime? And is anybody going to assist, or does Rusty want any assistance with his investigating?
I want assistance. The people that helped assist prior, I think, are as likely to want to continue to assist, but who knows?
Yeah, I'm definitely in.
Yeah, sure.
I was just checking up with my historian chick, but other than that doesn't interfere then.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I really have anything going on other than my regular check-in with Mr. Yakov. Fucking name I hate.
In Soviet Russia.
Cannot wait until I'm on the move on stage here and don't have to say I'm sleeping with someone called Yakov anymore.
Would it be better if it was a J instead of a Y?
No.
They're both pretty bad.
All right. So, what is Rusty's big plan for this investigating? What does Rusty have in mind for how to execute this?
Let me remind myself what I'm investigating.
Okay.
Which I believe has to do with the signet ring.
Mm-hmm.
We have agreed to help someone. I forget I don't know if I know the person's name actually. The person that like the meat that's like hangs out outside the meat shop.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to help this person find. I honestly, it's been too long that I don't actually remember. I believe we're helping him locate someone, potentially make them not exist anymore. I actually don't remember if that's what we're doing or not.
Well, you didn't take notes on it. You're going to have to operate on assumption.
Steve, I was.
I think I had notes on it for you.
All right,
Hey!
let me look at the notes.
Hey there.
You stare at the screen until I find something that resembles what I was doing.
I just have to remember how far back it was. It was quite a bit back.
Is this Honorine Thayer?
Hey, you got the name right.
Okay, he's buying up dwarven homes and needs to be taken out.
Okay.
Good job.
Don't take advantage of my bad memory.
John takes advantage of it a lot in Argarthia, so
What? I do not.
I feel like
One
it probably because
troll.
my memory is bad. That was Clarence. Remember, Clarence, you still got to get him in this game.
So we were looking in the lodge. That's the one I remember.
Mhm.
For that person that you just said, and we're gonna take him out.
And what
If
kind
we
of
can find him.
leads do you have to finding him?
We don't. I think that's the part of the investigation we're on.
Yeah. Well,
Is-
what do you
is
think would be
finding-
a good way to track down somebody who is buying and selling property?
I was presuming we're gonna go to some kind of tavern or something and talk to people about this person.
All right.
See
You
if
want
anyone knows any more. I don't know if anyone else has any different ideas how they would approach.
Hey, you got two people helping you, so do you either of you have any additional thoughts on approach?
If I had knowledge law, I don't.
I don't know anything. I know nature. I did it.
I know knowledge local. I presume that's somewhat helpful in finding some information about where he might hang out. if
Yeah,
I
so
knew more.
I think you failed the knowledge local when we looked at it for the character initially, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
can give me a knowledge local about taverns around the lodge.
I will do so.
Okay, so thankfully you get that, huh?
I was gonna say, is there a place you can look at the actual records? Of
Why?
who's buying?
Don't we just
A lot of
kill a
property.
dwarven family and put their house up for sale and see who comes?
I
We are
like your.
evil,
I like where you're going. I like Rusty likes where you're going.
That's
I
a
don't
whole
wanna just
different show.
I don't want to indiscriminately kill people.
Okay, so to answer Clarence's question real quick, and then to explain Rusty's knowledge local. So there is a record on hand of everything that is transacted, but address information can be kept private if it's asked about. So if you were to go and get the public record, you would get what the public is eligible to see. You wouldn't get the additional information that might be redacted or kept private on the private filing. So you could see if maybe he has like a public business entity that's backing that.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some ties to like where he's getting the money to buy all the property and stuff like that. It has to be coming from somewhere.
Absolutely. And then Rusty, with your additional knowledge local, you know that if you're gonna start hitting taverns in the lodge, you need a shift in your appearance. You need to look rather wealthy, and anyone traveling around with you needs to look like they have not like lots and lots of money, but enough money to present a different face than you might normally present.
Is this something that I could serve by just buying fancy clothes, or is this something that I actually have to do something more substantial than that?
No, you could simply buy fancy clothes, and as long as you've got access to disguise and bluff, so you should be able to kind of play the part you would need to.
Do I have to buy fancy clothes for everyone that's helping?
If you're planning to bring them along with you, yes. Or you would have to buy them clothes that fit whatever you're saying they are to you. So like if you say that one of them is a bodyguard, they need to look like a bodyguard. If you're saying one of them is your personal chauffeur, they need to look like, a driver. You need to make sure that everybody looks and can play the part.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's something.
I'll be the bodyguard.
I know. I was gonna suggest that you be the bodyguard.
I'll be your religious guru and just walk in wearing what I'm wearing.
All right.
I'll use my sleeve of many garments to look less like I'm trying to cover up my armor. That's
Okay.
what I usually use it for. So you can't see the armor as well.
You can do that, and then can I have Rusty give me a disguise check to help him get the specifics about appearance more accurate?
Oh wait,
Can I also
1
roll a
second.
disguise?
I might. Oh god.
You can roll a perception to get an idea of how well he's done, like if you check yourself out in a mirror.
Okay.
The having the sleeve of garments does give you some, in my opinion, innate bonus because you do have clothes. but that bonus could go away if something is able to see the magic. So
Right.
to you, you look relatively well disguised, passable for a bodyguard.
I look bodyguard-like.
And what about Rusty? Does Rusty have a nice outfit, or does Rusty need a nice outfit?
Well, Rusty could do one of two things. Oh no, I can make myself look different, but I can't make what I'm wearing look different. So I guess I'm going to try to get a fancy. I want to acquire fancy attire.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess I want to look like a businessman, a legitimate businessman.
You can do that pretty easy, and that is relatively inexpensive. One of the things, though, is were you thinking about using your disguise self?
But that thing that just makes like my face look.
No, it does include. You make yourself including clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment look different.
I still think,
but it does only last for 10 minutes per level, so
yeah,
it's
that's
only
why
a
I
half
also
hour.
don't want to do that.
Okay. Yeah,
But
so
I will
you
probably
can-
change the potions for the day
Okay.
to include.
Make sure you have them set to what you want before we start all this.
Yeah, I am doing that.
You don't want to change anything out? Nope.
I think this is gonna be fine.
And there's a few different outfits that you could choose to wear. You could choose to pick up a courtier's outfit. You could choose to pick up a noble's outfit. Or you could choose to pick up what would be the equivalent of a royal's outfit. And I don't mean royals like the baseball team.
Oh, I thought you meant like the song by Lord.
I am Lord. And so a royal outfit is very expensive because it has like a lot of flashy things, like metal things and gem things on it. A noble's outfit is just a really nice and well-made outfit. And a courtier's outfit is like basically the lowest level of being of some level of affluence that you can kind of wear.
I will go for the middle level.
Okay, so that's a noble's outfit. That'll cost you about 75 gold, and it's a lot of cloth. So I guess in this case, I could probably reduce the weight because it really wouldn't be more 10 pounds. This is more like the kind of clothing that makes you that will make your body look a bit like bigger and more pronounced than it might otherwise look. But it is like very kind of loose and well ventilated. So it probably, being in a warmer setting, weighs closer to about 8 pounds as opposed to 10 pounds.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of like very loose, very expensive and hard to get fabrics that would go into this.
Alrighty.
And together.
I'm now a fancy.
And with that, I need a disguise check.
Oh, sure. I wish I had the skill.
Yeah. Can I get a perception from the other party members?
Trying. There we go. I did it. We both rolled a
Wolf
one.
watched.
Oh my god.
Look
Yeah.
fine.
Rusty looks fine. Rusty looks very affluent.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
You know what goes well with being fancy? This bottle of fancy wine.
Oh.
I got it out of the what was the first temple we went down in or whatever?
It was in one of the homes, yeah. You know what doesn't look fancy though? Going into a tavern carrying a bottle of wine.
I brought my own. You guys charge too much. I'm fancy.
Restaurants love it when you bring in your food.
Actually, before we head off,
I
while
didn't
we're talking
realize
about
the passive aggressive comment you added to the Higram note.
Oh, nope. That's forever. Not taking it away.
Up and down and looking around me.
So, I do want to
Clarence.
ask Rusty if he knows anywhere we can find out about these vials we got from the temple. I don't want to just carry this around. I might get arrested or something eventually.
Oh yeah. We could try taking it to the black market. I'm sure they might want it.
Should we
I mean,
do
I
it
don't
now,
know.
or should I just leave this in my house until later? Question mark. Yeah, I'm
I-
not just gonna carry this crap around. I'm gonna leave that in my house.
Yeah, it's
Just
up
keep
to
in
you.
mind we have this until I get robbed because I have 0 defenses.
They'll probably just rob it, try it, and combust or something when they.
Well, then I'm okay with that. They deserve it. That's what happens when you go stealing shit.
Yep.
All right, so the three of you can make your way to a part of the lodge, to one of the well-renowned taverns. And what's your method for this? You're just gonna walk up to random people and be like, "Hey, ever heard of Honorine?"
No, I want to like try to like how do I say, like, insert myself into people's, like, I want to like listen. I want to try to insert myself into people's like conversations and try to like, and then like once I've started like talking to them, I might bring it up.
Okay. So can I have the three of you then give me a perception?
Not a 1 this time.
Oh, I got a 1 this time.
Again?
Again.
There you go.
It has not come through yet. There it is. Woo!
I see stuff.
All right, so the three of you are listening. Rusty kind of gives you the lowdown on stuff that you want to kind of be listening in for. And Hagram, you pick up on a conversation that somebody is having. A very specific conversation about a man who's a little tired of his neighbors across the way. He's talking about how he's got this guy that lives just down the street and kind of across the major thoroughfare from him. But he's regularly this smelly dwarf that wanders, that like takes this path right by his house every day. And he just smells terrible. Whatever it is that this dwarf smokes is just a god-awful substance. And it pollutes the air all about his house. And his like regular path crosses at the same time that this man has to like head out and go his own way. So every day he gets up, comes out, walks on his way to work, and just smells this absolutely putrid scent. And at one point he was having this conversation with a couple of people at the bar a few weeks ago, and a man came over to his table and started asking him a lot of questions about dwarves and about about this particular circumstance. And he thought it kind of weird that somebody just would come over and talk about it. But the guy seemed genuinely interested and seemed to have kind of like a camaraderie, talking about like, yeah, I know sometimes dwarves, like, they do a lot of weird stuff. They, they're not big on showering. They don't, they're used to being underground, and said a lot of really kind of questionable stuff about dwarves, but, it wasn't necessarily wrong. And yeah, so he's having this conversation with what may be a close friend of his.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nudge Rusty and kind of like whisper, like, you might want to listen in to that table. I'm gonna kind of like lean the direction or whatever.
Yeah, you can point it out to him, and he can listen in and get more of the details. And you can give me a bluff or diplomacy check to see how well you insert yourself into the conversation.
I would love to. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's good. So you are like, you listen for just the right moment. You kind of get up a little bit, move your way over towards the edge of where he's seated, and are just giving that little extra listen. And right as he gets to this point where he's like, he's starting to sort of transition away from the topic, like, oh yeah, but that was just an odd thing. It's probably not anything. You see a moment where you can sort of insert yourself. And how do you feel that Rusty would present himself into the conversation?
I don't know. He would try to be like he might be like pretending to like order a drink or something, and if he like if he overhears them, he'd be like, "Oh man, I've been having this problem with this guy that fits that description," or something, and then like just like start talking about him.
The guy will turn to you and says, "Oh, you don't really seem to trust him or something? What do you mean?"
Yeah, I don't know, man. He rubs me the wrong way. I can't put my finger on it.
I mean, he seemed pretty reputable. He's got a good business for it. I mean, he buys and sells these kinds of things. I would assume he's just going to go make him like a really big offer and just get him a different place. He says he's in the sort of industry of buying and selling houses, so I figure he's probably got a lot of them. Can just get him to move to another place, probably a better one, more fitting, one that maybe has a little more ventilation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. I know a thing or two about selling houses, and something doesn't smell right.
Yeah, but it's a dwarf. No, jokes aside. Well, I'll tell you what. What's your name, by the way?
Name's Rusty.
Rusty. So maybe you could go check him out, see what his deal is, see if maybe you trust him, and you got a card or something since you're in the business?
Fortunately, I don't have any cards with me. I wasn't expecting to do any business today.
What if we meet back here tomorrow? You can go have a chat with him and see how he feels to you, and then maybe you can tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right. He'll like look around for a moment, and then eventually like reach into a little pouch he's got, and he'll pull out this like little crumbled piece of paper, and he'll hand it to you. I wasn't sure how serious he was about this, so I mean, here you go. This is where he said to meet him.
All right. Where is it?
You can unravel it.
Sure.
And you'll find there is a little building, like was expected in the lodge. Give me a knowledge local to see if you know where this building is and what this building is like. You're not as familiar with the building. You know roughly where it is. It's right around this area here within the lodge.
Yeah, I asked them. It's like I mean, like, I have some idea of where this building is. Can you give me a little bit more specific information?
I didn't really go. I was a little, worried about him being kind of a weird guy, just somebody walks up to you and they just want to talk to you about how they can get the dwarf to move, get somebody you don't like to move. Sounds a little scary to me and maybe a little bit questionable, like you were saying.
Yeah. I'll do some investigating. I'll find out what's going on.
Thanks, man. I'll see you by here tomorrow. I'm here basically every night, so.
Yep. Pleasure doing business with you.
Same. Yeah, you can head back to the rest of the party.
Yeah. So this is where I'd be like, looks like we got a lead. We have a lead on a location, and I show them like the picture of the building.
No, not a picture. It's an address.
Oh, sorry, I show them the address.
Anything we'd recognize?
You can both give me a knowledge local if you have any ranks.
I don't.
I don't think I do. Let me see. No, I do
Okay.
not.
Then yeah. You're not sure.
Yeah, I tell them I have about an idea where it is. We just gotta look around that area. And that's where he should be.
Did we ever get a description of him?
No. Oh no, we didn't.
Yeah, and you had to play the idea that you'd already seen him, so you can't go up to him and ask.
I can't ask him about
Hey,
him.
you know that guy I saw? What did he look like? But we could stay around here and try to see if somebody else has heard of him. Or
we have the address. So I guess it's somewhat risky, right? We have the address. We know
Is
he's
it
a
an
dwarf.
address do we know if it's an address of a business?
What did they say about the address? They just...
He didn't go to the address, so he doesn't know whether it's a business address or whether it's a personal address.
And the lodge has both types of.
Yeah, it's
Like-
got both businesses and residences.
Cool. Guess we can go find out.
Yeah, I guess we could just go find out. We got nothing much better. We don't have a better lead. I can't really get a
All right.
description.
Well, let me take you to the street that it's on.
I'm gonna finish my drink before I head out.
Okay. So yeah, this big green building here is a 4-story building.
Nice.
It has a large number of windows across the sides, and a rather large open door, or not open, but like a rather large door, suitable for 4 people to be able to move in and out of easily. Around it are a few like smaller. These are more like business style things around it, but you can tell that this larger building is very clearly a residence. If you kind of walk by it and look into it, you can see that there's like one office. There's a separate door that's a little harder to see off to this side over here, which looks to be like an entrance for maybe people to have stairs access to other floors. Whereas over here is kind of the main entrance.
Someone just rang my doorbell. I gotta go look.
Okay. So you can kind of see that you can kind of see like a management office within this main entryway, for where they would sort of sell the lots that are in the spaces that are on the inside.
What do you think, Hergrim? Front door or side door?
Either way would probably work. I mean, we could try to scope out the front, see if we can catch the door and slip in when somebody comes out. But that's not. I clang my armor. Like, it's not exactly my forte. It's not something I'm going to be able to do. But somebody could hold the door and then let me in afterwards. Yeah.
I could try to make an entrance here.
Well, what time is it?
Right now it's probably like afternoon. You guys kind of set out to the bar, got some stuff done when you knew people would be there, and then headed over here. So it's probably like mid-afternoon.
So if we go in the side way, you want to wait until they're closed, and then we can try to like rifle through their papers, find out where he is, or are we just trying to get in from here?
I think we're trying to get in. My plan was to try and either like just pick the lock on this door if it's locked. Is this like what you would describe like an apartment building? Like
yeah, this is very similar to an apartment building or condo.
And do we have like an apartment number? Do we have like a building number?
There is a number on there, yeah. It is a 4th floor. The number starts with 4. It is 402.
Okay, so then we have so we just have to get into the building. If we can get into his apartment, we can either catch him off guard.
If we glance near the windows over here, does it look like anybody's in this little management office?
Yes, there are people in the management office.
So if we want to go this way, we'd have to wait till night.
If you want to go through the front, if you go through the front, people from the management office will see you coming in.
But if we go through the side, people won't be looking as much.
There doesn't appear to be a window that lets you see from the management room into whatever's in this room. But you obviously haven't gotten inside of that area, so you don't know if there's something on the inside of that or not.
Yeah,
when you look nice, you could always just say, "I'm looking for a place."
Yeah, I'm a guest of somebody.
But no, you could say you're looking to buy or rent a spot, or
if we go in the front.
Yeah, we could just walk right in the management office, like, "Hey, I'm looking to buy a place. Show me what you got. How good are your apartments?" Something like that.
We could try that, and if that doesn't work, then we could try the other way.
Then we bedroom. Go in anyway. No.
Nah, rather just sneak in the side door.
Okay, fine.
So, gonna go visit the management office. Let me move one of these out of the way so you can see a little bit inside. There is sort of a missing wall here, unfortunately, but and the entrance didn't look good when I stretched it out. So imagine that entrance is actually bigger than what it is on there. But yeah, Rusty can head in. Are all of you going in or just Rusty?
I'm going with.
Okay.
Unless this is like a stealth
Wait.
operation.
Yeah, you said sneak. I don't know.
No.
It
I'm
was-
not sneaking.
Right now,
You're
you're
not
going
sneaking,
into Rusty's going in to claim that he's like looking to become a resident here.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. I'll just walk in for that.
the three of you can head in. A rather like all smiles young woman gets up from where she's seated, and she'll say to you, "Hello. What can I do for you today?"
Yes, miss. I was trying to inquire about leasing a room.
Oh, well, we're a condo, so it would be purchasing if you were interested. But I suppose it could probably be the same. You look like you could probably manage to handle a condo. Are you stuck on the idea of leasing, or would you like to have something that is more
No,
yours?
You sold me.
Oh,
I'd love to own a place.
excellent, excellent. Well, I can show you one of our rooms. If you'll follow me. And are these people with you?
Yep, these are my business associates.
What kind of business are you in? She'll ask as she's kind of walking you down the hallway.
Is before I answer this, is adventuring a legitimate business?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then yeah, we're an adventuring party.
Oh, you do a lot of going down below, huh?
Yep.
We've had a number of your types of people in here. There does seem to be a very limited life expectancy, if I may say so, on that kind of profession.
Yeah, if you're not experienced.
Oh, you've been doing it for a while?
Oh yeah, we're pros.
Oh, excellent. Then I guess this is right and properly the place for you. And she'll like escort you in and show you kind of the layout of the place. We like to keep these spaces relatively open and customizable. Initially, it starts with a number of things. We have several different places for you to have storage compartments. Most people have us open these up. And she like walks over to this little panel on the wall, this like little kind of glowy panel, and waves her hand, and like the apartment kind of fills in, like the walls change a bit in shape, and various like appliances and things appear within the room, and chairs and other things. And this is a common layout that people like. They typically have their kitchen area here towards the center, maybe have it open over into here and create a sort of dining space. Have a little hallway that's put in up here and have these converted into bedrooms. But really, the room is kind of up to you to manipulate. Now, unfortunately, these center walls, they do still have to maintain, still have to maintain an archway pattern, as these are sort of load-bearing requirements. They are part of the initial design. But using our system, you can do a whole lot to change the appearance of the room with very minimal effort. Let's say that you are interested in maybe one day, I don't know, finding a partner, settling down, not doing the whole adventuring thing, and you need a room for the baby. Well, you can easily convert one of the regions into a separate room for whatever you'd like. Or let's say you want a little more space. Well, simply turn a couple of these into archways or openings and just have them be little pillars in between, and you can have yourself almost a auditorium of sorts for your own personal pleasure. The possibilities really are endless with the archanology that we have put into this design.
this is a real special place you got here. I'm interested in the security. I don't want to have anything taken from here. What's to stop?
Well, we work with the highest class locksmith in all of the industry. He has made sure that all of our entrances are some of the most secure things that you will ever find. Additionally, we have a round-the-clock guard unit that is stationed both inside and outside of the building. They will move periodically from the inside to the outside to check for any signs of problematic activity. In addition, the doors are capable of identifying when a subject attempts to force their way into them. If they detect an excessive amount of force, let's say, for example, someone just trying to kick in the doors, they will cause an alert to occur that will notify the guard, and immediately he will make way to either take care of the situation or notify the proper authorities.
Well, you've been so helpful. Can't overstate it.
Well, thank you.
Would you allow me and my friends to discuss some of the finer details in private for a little bit?
Yeah, certainly.
What's the cost?
Oh, we find that it's a very reasonable price of 3,500 platinums. But it does give you all the amenities here, and a lot of the appliances and other things you don't need to go out and purchase for yourself. They are provided as part of the system. When you interact with the interface, it will allow you to have these amenities appear in your room placed as you desire. There are some things we can't afford for, things like a couch or things like beds or whatnot. But if you need cold storage equipment, if you need heating boxes, all those kinds of things are readily and easily available to you at the will of yourself and the system.
So you can change them when you want? Like you're not stuck with your choice when you first move in?
No, everything is modular and changeable and adaptable.
Oh, nice.
Well, you've given us a lot to think about.
Well, we know that it's a big decision, and we know that this isn't necessarily the fit for everybody. So do take your time and make sure you're making the decision you want. But I assure you that if you look around, you're not going to find much better than what we have here.
All right, I'm just gonna wait till, unless anyone has any questions, I'm gonna wait till she leaves so we can.
Well, she'll escort you out. She won't let you stay
Okay.
in this room by yourself.
Okay, well that's still fine.
Okay. Part of that whole being more secure about things means not leaving random people alone in the building.
Yeah, I guess I could have thought about that one.
But yeah, you guys can head back out.
Yeah, time for a sidebar.
Yep.
As we're leaving, can I pay attention to the numbering scheme on the doors?
Yes.
Like, so would I be able to guess, okay, 4th floor right here would be about where 402 would be?
It would be the room behind it. So there's only two. It looks like there's only 2 rooms on each floor. So
wow.
this was 101. The one up there is 102, and so each floor is probably replicated.
So they're just stacked.
Yep.
Gotcha. So as we leave, we should check out the back and see how secure it is.
Well, did we see like the door that would have led when we were in there? Did we see like the door that would have been like what would have connected to this entrance?
No, you would not have been able to see that. There's a door that's in between where you're pretty sure that area would be.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna need more than just us.
Real quick, since Clarence did ask about it, the back area is the same. There is a solid door on the back that looks like it leads out into the rear of the building.
Windows?
There are windows on each floor. You'd have to go around to the back of the building, but if you do, you'll see that there are 2 windows for each floor going up.
From when we were in the apartment, could we tell about everything's modular, so probably not. But could we tell like where the bedroom would be situated?
No, that can all be changed. So
Modular.
somebody might want the bedroom to be in a different place than the other person would.
Gotcha.
Well, we're in a real pickle. I don't see how we're going to get in without tripping several alarms and alerting tons of gods.
What did you think? Do you think she meant there was a unit of guards? Like there were multiple guards?
What was the actual words she said?
So she made it clear. It sounded, I did a bad job expressing this, but it actually sounds like there's just one guard. There's one guard who walks the halls, goes outside periodically, and then goes back in to
How
guard.
isolated is the back of the building?
The back of the building just opens into an alleyway.
So what we
So
could try to
guard
do...
out, murder him, and then go in? She said the door alerts the guard. If the guard is dead, it can't alert him.
This is true. You're right on that one.
I mean, it's possible it also alerts other guards, but she made it sound like it only alerted him. So
Yeah, she did say that it does require him to contact the authorities. He sort of judges the situation and then reaches out to them.
we could literally knock on the door, and when he opens it, like push him in and murder him to death.
Do you think that we can just do this, the three of us, or do we want to involve some of our other friends?
This is your bag. I'm gonna let you choose. More people would draw more attention, but more people would also make us safer. We don't know the skills of this guy we're after, so he could be anything. But if we catch him while he sleeps,
yeah, I guess it's more specifically to make sure that it's not just the three of us doing something for a large portion of time. But
hey, my character doesn't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Well, that's why I'm putting it on you. Like, if you think that, like, honestly, it would be much safer having more people.
Yeah, I think we could ask the others. I think I'd be fine asking the others. It's not like there's like a treasure we're going for here, so it's as far as I know, at least.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, you can go out to find the others. In the meantime, though, let's interrupt one person's workflow in order to have them have a little dialogue with somebody they are wanting to speak to. That's where I need my notes. Felix, you can make your way over to see
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Yep, I was getting to it. I need to sort these notes out a little better.
Elizabeth, you know I'm busy working. What is it? I'm joking. I came to see you. How goes the research? It's been a few days now.
Yes, it has gone very well. I have found a good amount of useful information from these things.
Were you able to open the scroll case?
Yes, I have been able to get past the first few layers of protection. The remaining issue is a rather dangerous one, however. She will unravel the scroll. Don't start reading it yet. As she unravels it, she'll kind of put her hand down and reach over and grab like a very strange pane of glass that she'll put over top of it. And as she does, you'll notice like there's sort of a shift in both the color and sort of the texture of the paper as you look at it, or the parchment as you look at it. And she's like, okay, it is now safe to come forward.
What's all that about?
The paper is protected by a layer of explosive runes. Were you to read this, it would explode.
What's the glass for?
It creates a filter to prevent the explosive layer from being readable. You can read what is beneath. The problem is that in order to properly acquire what lies within it, it appears that we are also filtering out another layer by using this filter, I guess we'll call it. So bits and pieces of the information are missing from it. And the danger is we need to find a way to remove only one layer without removing the other, and make sure that we're removing the layer we want to remove and not the layer we don't.
See, tricky. All right, I'll approach cautiously, looking through the glass.
Yep, you can look at it, and the notes will say upon it. It starts with, this is the last will and testament of... Find this real quick. No, shit. I put the same thing for two different lines of something. That's not useful. Hang on. I'm going to change this note up a little bit for myself. So I'm going to give you a different name than what I had down, just to make this easier. I did not give you a name related to this, right? Just to make sure.
The scroll, not yet.
Okay. Nor to the object it was within, right? There was no...
I didn't know. I think this is the first time she's even said she's cracked any info on it.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. I don't want that. I just want it this way. This is the last will and testament of... Damn it, come on. Seleucus Palusakas.
Can you write that down?
It's written down.
Or in the chat.
Oh.
Just for my notes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do hereby bequeath my possessions of any, like, lists out a number of things to my daughter. These are her rightful privilege.
What's the name on the daughter?
There is a name on the daughter, but Elizabeth will inform you that daughter has passed away, and that most of these possessions were trivial possessions.
Not magical.
Yeah, she specifically had people look into it to make sure there was nothing there of any value that could be tracked down.
Okay.
One item, though, that is important is the next one, as you're going down. This is an item that is bequeathed to... grab this name. I think that's why I had these two names. I probably could have just used them, but... This... this is bequeathed to Tatiana. Spelled with a J. Be more like Tatana.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no
Same
idea
last name.
Okay.
And it is specifically, it is listed as one of my most prized possessions. The staff which I held dear to me for much of my life.
Does it say relation, who this person is?
It
Like,
does not
another
list a
daughter?
relation.
Oh, no.
And Elizabeth will inform you that person exists in no records after the time at which they gained the staff. I have records up until then, but after that, they're basically lost from existence.
Records up until then. So who is this? Who was this person? Is it another daughter of his, or?
The records seem to lead me to believe that it is possibly a granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
They list another pair of individuals as parents who share the same name, but don't appear on this particular document. It looks like they are of the lineage of this family, but I could not find linking documents to birth records, which is a bit disconcerting, but it wasn't an uncommon thing in the earlier days, especially if you weren't from Dwarven stock, to end up with your records just simply being ignored when it came time for the keeping of them. But the last part here I think is rather interesting. It reads, "And to whomever successfully finds this document, it is yours and all that is within it. I hope you die as badly as I did."
You find this part interesting? Is this
What's interesting about it is the explosive runes are not the hidden text. This text is not the hidden text, but beneath this, there is hidden text. Why would you add additional hidden text if your intent is for someone to die? Unless this is secretly something so powerful, no one's supposed to find it, and it's supposed to be destroyed. But you know that you might need it in case things go wrong. I believe that this likely hides a very powerful spell.
I was just about to say that. It seems like maybe it's the document from this Parnorn is an actual scroll to be cast.
Yes.
Powerful one, perhaps. It goes through such lengths.
This is an incredible find. I had it dated and date back to a time far beyond even old Saul Paul here's life, his birth even. This scroll likely dates 2 or 3 times his existence in age.
Perhaps passed down as he's passing down other things. Perhaps this is the way he was trying to pass down another thing.
One could assume, or maybe he was unable to unlock its power correctly. Perhaps the power was even too much for him to inevitably decipher.
While this conversation's going on, I'm thinking, how much do I trust this lady?
She's never given you any reason to feel that she is untrustworthy. As long as you are compensating her, she has a history of keeping her word to the people that she works with.
Right, I'm just thinking, like, if this is like a witch scroll, would she just be like, well, fuck you, this is mine now? Or like...
So, this is something that I think you can kind of decide how you feel your relationship with her has been and how you feel your trust issues are with regard to people. She has a business relationship that you would at least be aware that if she were to take this from you, she would have to kill you and dispose of your body in such a way no one knew that you and she were ever, like, talking at any given point, in order to make sure that no one asked, like, how she acquired this, like, what happened to you, etc. So she does have a big business business investment in this. But for something powerful enough, you could theorize that maybe she might be willing to take a chance, because you never really do know what somebody's going to be like if suddenly $1 million is dropped in front of you and there's a way that they could have it with minimal consequences.
Yeah, I think I'm too inexperienced to do it myself, so if she double crosses me, I'll just kill her eventually or something. seek revenge out.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I'll let her keep. Yeah, so I'm just those thoughts just cross Felix's mind as she's like discussing this.
Now, this is where I guess it is a blessing that you are doing the things that you are doing. Is there any chance you're going to be doing some delving again?
Yes. I'm seeking counsel with the cleric of Lars. I think he promised me a few tombs that may have more information I'm looking for after we've accomplished our most recent goal. So I'm thinking of plunging into those areas soon.
Ah, fantastic. Then you might be able to gather something for me. And she will walk over to her big wall of books, and she will pull one down and bring it over, start flipping through a couple of pages, until she rests on a page that she'll lay down in front of you. Roughly 6... How do we refer to this? We'll just call them levels for now. Roughly 6 levels deep in what many consider to be the Great Maze. It's not really a maze, but people tend to get lost there. Various tribes of the remaining descendants that survive down there are regularly kind of changing up the way in which things are built. You'll go down there from time to time, know a route very well, and then all of a sudden that route is changed. Different. These old denizens are not super aware of what they're doing, but they are active in what they do. One might call them both alive and dead, but not dead. But definitely, and she like taps herself on the head, dead in some ways. They are sort of cursed to maintain a pattern, some have said. But deep down there are many things, many relics of the time that's gone by. One of these I have note of that they had. Now I know not whether or not someone might have found this already, but it is a useful thing if you can locate, if it is down there. This, and she will gesture to the book, is a rather peculiar item, very similar to the one I have here. It is a device that can allow you to see things for what they truly are. In a way, it is very specific, though. It needs layering to make it work right. So if simply you put this in front of yourself, it would not change much. You need to have other spells active to do it. So let's say, for example, that you simply held up this item, and she'll kind of gesture this item, and it looks kind of like a pane of glass like she has, but it's got like more decorative elements that make it look like somebody took like what would have been a mirror, like a holder for a mirror, and then messed up and put a pane of glass on that mirror instead of the mirror there. If you apply no filter on the top, then it will reflect only what you see. But if you are looking for false magics, or false entrances, or false auras, this will let you see them as they actually are. So in essence, what she's saying is, if you use this in cooperation with a detect magic, or a detect undead, or detect whatever else, this will act as a true seeing for that specific thing, but it otherwise by itself has no effect.
When you say act as a true sight, like it'll show me like the real, like I just never encountered like fake magic.
Yeah, so there are spells out there that will let you hide magic. Nistel, it used to be called Nistel's Undetectable Aura, now it's called Magical Aura, and you can hide the aura of things.
Okay, so this gives you like true sight in combo with like a detect spell to truly show you
Correct.
whatever. Okay.
Like with detect secret doors, this would show you what the actual thing is instead of just seeing like the outline that there is a secret door here. You would know
so it
exactly
even
what the door
enhances-
is. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Does it help bypass the seeing through stone and such?
no, unfortunately it does not enhance your power to perceive beyond. So you do still need to be able to see the object itself, unless the object
Okay.
itself is the falsity.
I see. A powerful relic.
It can be.
Um,
Well, maybe I should clarify. Let's say, for example, that you had a secret door. It would show you
Mhm.
the secret door is open, even if the secret door were, say, a foot of stone.
Right. Okay.
So you would know what kind of door you're working with.
Powerful item. Do your notes tell you where this maze is?
The 6th level. You need to go 6 levels deep into the catacombs.
Well, where?
That is the thing I am.
Catacombs in the city? Oh.
That yes. That is the thing I am relatively uncertain about. We know it is deep where the dwarves once were, where the underdwarves once rested. But we know not exactly where they had it. That is the thing the notes are uncertain about. It looks as if a few different temples had traded it back and forth, so we're not sure who ended up with it.
Which catacombs? Okay. Well, I will keep an eye out for tomes that may discuss this maze.
If you
Sure.
if you happen to be heading down that way anyway, then you would simply be able to check the area while you're there, perhaps.
Yeah. I will make a point to do so. How is your funding going? Do you need any additional funds to keep you going?
I think at this point, if you can bring me what you find down there, we'll call it equal.
You want this relic?
I would ask that this would become a sort of co-owned relic, if you wouldn't mind. We would treat it like the way the dwarves used to treat it.
I can agree to that.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll drink some tea or whatever she has with her and just talk about other wizard stuff.
She will offer to you something in this as well during your conversation. It'll kind of flip in her head, and she will get up and wander over to her desk and open up a drawer, and she will pull out a small object and kind of walk over to you, and hand you a wayfinder, but not a normal wayfinder. This wayfinder has a series of numbers on it, almost like a clock. But it goes from 0 to 30.
0 to 30.
This is a depth measurer. This is what they use to identify the various levels of depth. A very old dwarven relic that I have come upon and thought I would never get an opportunity to benefit from. So it is very nice that I can finally find a who will put it to good use.
Yes, I will make use of this for sure.
Is
this an actual item that I can put in, or is it just?
It is. You may put in a Wayfinder of Depth.
Wayfinder of Depth.
In addition, it has a. Give me 1 second. Pull this up. This will matter a lot.
I don't see a depth one. Am I blind?
It's not a. I'm sorry. You were at. It is an item you can put on your sheet, but it's not an item that exists on.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just wanted to see.
No, I misunderstood your question. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Wayfinder of Depths.
In it, you can see that there's a little cracked stone as well that is somewhat clear. And looks a bit like a spindle.
What's the function of this?
I have noticed that, well, I have been keeping it on myself. I don't feel quite as hungry as I might otherwise feel. Mechanically, you can sustain yourself on only half as much food.
Does this occupy a slot or anything?
It does not.
Just like on my person? Okay.
It's on your person. Yep.
Are there any dangers you've run into with this?
I have noticed that sometimes when I put it down, I feel a little more hungry than usual, and I need to eat rather soon after. But, and it kind of gives me a bit of a stomach ache when you're eating a lot after you've not eaten for a long time.
Okay. And the function of the numbers, is this feet in depth, miles, or
It is levels, we've noticed, is how they measured it.
Oh, levels.
The dwarves assigned various levels to the depths that they would go. And I'm not exactly sure how it tracks it either. It seems to be doing it via some sort of arcane means.
Have you tested it? Do you know what, like...
I would dare
one
not
level
test
is?
it. I've not got the skills for that.
I mean, have you ventured one, like, a little bit of depth and see if it changes to 1 after 10 feet or something?
I've heard even at the highest levels of depth, it is a rather dangerous place to go down into. I'd rather not make that journey. You'll be the first to try it.
All right, I'll experiment with it.
Thank you.
I'll let you know my findings.
Wonderful. Yeah. And with that, you can enjoy yourself some time, and we can take a short break. When we get back, we can see how things go in the interaction from Rusty to the rest of the party shortly. we're back. So, is there any, before we cut back over to Rusty finding all of you, is there anything that you can think of that Luna would want to do other than her Yakovian requirements?
Not anything I can really think of at the moment. I mean, she's pretty much just got her normal temple stuff she'd be doing in downtime, so not anything out of the norm right now.
Okay. So I think then for now, Rusty will just end up tracking the two of you down along with the rest of the party. Probably closer to the evening when everybody's kind of wrapping up with their normal daily stuff. You basically know where to find Felix and where to find Luna, so probably not too difficult to gather them all up. And yeah, what do you want to discuss?
I don't know how to even say it. I was like, we need more people, but I don't know why I'm asking people to do this.
I need your help murdering this guy. Let's go.
Yeah, we need some assistance. We're a little outclassed by ourselves.
With what?
We are looking. Well, we're mostly looking for this one dwarf in the lodge who seems to be. What is he doing? Is he a dwarf?
No, he himself is not a dwarf.
Oh, I thought he was. Okay.
He hunts down dwarves.
Correct.
Yeah.
He is basically like suddenly turning dwarven property into non-dwarven property at an alarming rate.
Yeah, and we've been a little tasked to wait for her to get back.
Yeah. Or no, I'm sorry, I think it was the other way around. My notes are missing a piece. Fuck. God damn it. Is this the thing where I hit a note in another note area and now I can't find it?
Noteception.
Oh, it's so bad. I inadvertently make a note like in a different game's note section and then it's like super gone. Yeah, fuck, because there's the... No, that's from that. Should have re-reviewed it, because I have very generic notes here. But he himself is definitely not a... he himself is not a dwarf.
So we're trying to.
Part of it is he's deciding who to and who not to sell the land to, and the pattern. They told you the pattern seems oddly specific. I think is how they've sort of phrased it.
Right. And this is in greater service of trying to get more of an audience with the Boulder Falls.
Correct.
Which I can't say this 100%, but I'm sure having their influence can only be positive.
Yes, you know that it will make it. Yeah, selling the signet ring will be its own value, and then any connections you can build off of this could be very, very advantageous.
So yeah, that would be if you're a self-serving person, that would be the reasons why you might want to help. if you liked dwarves or something, I'm sure you could also help for that reason too.
He's right. They are kind of stinky. No,
That one is. But we're trying to. We know where he lives, but he lives in a very, how would I phrase this? Gated community. Hard to get into his place, or his apartment, or condo even. And so we were looking for some reinforcements on our end.
All right, so what are you exactly trying to do with this guy?
Unalive him.
Okay. And if he's difficult to get to, do you have a plan of how to unalive him?
That's why we are asking for backup.
AKA, you have no idea how to unalive him, and you're wanting someone to help you figure that out.
Yeah, sure. That's probably the best way to put it.
Okay. Well, if we're just being honest here, then at least I can work with you a little easier.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lie to you. I'd lie to other people. Easily. I'm not lying.
Nothing makes them believe you more than I'm not lying.
right.
Yeah, you have to, once you say you're not lying, that's really what sells them.
For somebody being honest, that seems super suspicious.
I can't. My character can't not be super suspicious.
Right.
Just his thing. Even when he's telling the truth, which in this case he is.
You can trust him.
Yeah.
100% trust him.
If I do not have that knowledge yet. Bummer. Okay.
So the things we know, there's a 24-hour guard. Seemed like there was only one though. He'll come in and outside on his patrols. The back of the building is just an alleyway, so we could just wait for him to come out back there and give him the pointy end.
He's probably not going to leave through the back of the building, though, if he lives
Well, he
there.
has
That
to.
doesn't seem like a thing people normally do unless there's some advantageous reason to leave from the back.
No, he was referring to the guard, not the...
Ah, the guard. Okay.
Yeah, the guard.
The guard leaves out of the back of the building?
Well, he has to
Am I
make
here for
decisions
this
on the
discussion as
Yeah,
well?
you're
right?
here for the discussion.
Oh. Hold on. Am I missing something? Are you just talking about murdering a man and getting away with it that easily? What if this man's well known? This sounds
I believe he
very.
is well known.
This sounds very stupid.
Yes.
Why don't we do it the more elegant way? Why don't we do a little social engineering? We set him down for a drink, get to know him over a few days, and then we take his key or something like that to do it without ending the man's life. Can easily
I
come
think
back
the
to
whole
you.
point is they have to end the man's life.
Yeah,
They're-
we have to do that part.
That's what
That's
Why?
they're
part of the
told
job.
to do.
Oh, you have to kill him?
Yeah, that was literally out of character. What the person told him to do is
I
end
wasn't
this dude's
listening, sorry.
life. Oh
Okay.
but that's literally like what, it was like last session or one of the sessions when he talked with this person. They were like, yeah, you'll get more information if you can basically go kill this dude.
I think it actually just makes sense that that Felix was like probably distracted in reading and looking through his spell book, and then he like realizes that you guys are talking about murder, and Felix just kind of looks up and like, why are we gonna kill this guy? And you guys have to like rebrief him on the entire conversation you just had.
I mean, if you prefer, we can do that sort of thing with the guard, but
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
we
hold
don't
on.
have to kill the guard. That just seemed easy.
Out of character, we just murdered like a temple full of people, but these are like,
Yeah.
like, because I thought you were hinting that like, like you were saying like, oh yeah, like if someone catches you killing people, like it's fucking crazy, right? But we just murdered like an entire temple of people, like, so I was just like what's the law like in this city? Are we like expecting to like?
So when you're out in the desert, right? The law is whatever the law can be proven to be. And magic in situations where people are unimportant doesn't often come into play. Like nobody's going to waste spells to find out what some drugged out weirdo is doing, or like some cultist followers of Ryoshin were doing, right? They're gonna come immediately to that crime scene and be like, well, these people all got the fuck was coming to them. Let's get the fuck out of here, right? And
But if like a guard is killed in the streets, like people will care about that, right?
that might call a little bit more concern. Somebody dying in their house, if there's not enough evidence, they might not track anything down, they might not take a lot of action, and if the person happened to have a lot of enemies, then maybe it doesn't matter. But like a guard might matter a lot more. It's a little harder to say like how they'll treat it. None of you are really ex-guards here. I guess anybody with some knowledge local can give me a knowledge local.
We have drugs we could plant on them.
Well, I had a ingenious plan as well. Wait, where are we when we're talking about this?
You can be wherever you want to be.
Or in private, I assume.
Yeah.
So real quick, just to clarify for you then, Felix, you'll know that if the guard here don't waste a lot of time researching cases at all. If the case doesn't have easy to follow pieces, they just kind of drop the case and either claim suicide or gang activity. Like, oh, this person pissed off this dwarven family, or pissed off this like goblinoid group, or pissed off like these poor people. They're always like just pointing at somebody, and maybe they'll make an arrest of somebody and throw them in the dungeon, but it's very, very rare that person is like, well, yeah, I totally did it and they deserved it. They're like constantly screaming like, I didn't do this, I don't know who you're talking about, like, why are you arresting me? This isn't fair. The downside is there aren't like fair trials here, but it's a very rare thing to get arrested unless you're like almost literally caught red-handed, or like you stab somebody and then you run down the street with a murder weapon screaming, I killed such him. And such.
Well, luckily you clued me in on this mission. I have an ingenious plan. We're already known for hunting basilisk, yes?
Some of us are, yeah.
Why don't we recruit him on our next outing for basilisk hunting, and he has an accident, doesn't make it back.
Why would he go with us?
I was hoping someone would ask that, and I'm glad it's you, Luna. You see, I am a master of charm. I can charm him to come with us.
Why don't I just charm him into bed and then open the door for the rest of you when he's sleeping?
That sounds great.
That
Actually,
sounds amazing
genius.
and dumb as fuck. So you'd rather have a dead man in your bed than have a dead man
his bed.
Oh, so you want to kill him in his own bed?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I have questions. Wouldn't it be a cleaner story if the man decided to help us with some basilisk hunting and he doesn't come back? Basilisk hunting is dangerous. People die. But man killed in his own bed? Lots of questions. People might care about that.
I mean, this guy's like a landlord.
Messy in the desert. Who's gonna go all the way in the desert to find his body? He's in a basilisk. He's stone. Nobody's gonna find him. Nobody's gonna look.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. You're just so important that everything needs to be revolved around you, and you need to be the fancy.
You can charm him if you want. It just seems like charming wasn't in the top of your head. So I don't know if you're good at that sort of thing.
Fight your ego and go with your plan.
So let's have those of you that have ranks in Knowledge Arcana. Let's have some Knowledge Arcana rolled here, real quick.
Nope.
Including me.
Anybody that has ranks in Knowledge Arcana.
Yikes.
These are the upsides and downs.
Okay, well, this makes it very clear why you're certain, why Felix is certain this plan would work. That is, neither of you got high enough for me to give you any additional information. I just wanted to check in and see if this would be accurate to your character's
Shouldn't have said
opinions.
anything. Now these metagaming cucks are gonna be like, what's wrong with the plan now?
No?
The plan is solid.
Because
Actually,
Yeah, I don't have Knowledge Arcana.
I mean, even if we're gonna go with your plan, right? Then
You just want to fuck them.
no. I mean, I do enjoy a good time, but no, that is not what I'm after here. I can get plenty without having to fuck this dude. Okay?
Sure.
We know this guy's name. We don't know what he looks like, and we know nothing about him other than where he lives and that he apparently buys and sells dwarven housing. So how are we going to magically come across him, introduce ourselves, and charm him into going basilisk hunting?
The same way we would do this if we had to find him anyway. We have to find him regardless of what we want to do, right? And once we do, he's a guard. He must have some
He's not a
military.
guard.
He's not a guard.
What? I thought we were killing a guard.
They were talking
There's
about
a-
killing the guard to help them get into the building.
If there's
Alright,
no
I'm
guard
confused.
guarding the building, then there's no one to alert the police when we.
I thought the guard was your target. My apologies.
No.
I'm confused. I'm reading spells here. Carry on without me. Never mind.
There's a different guy that is the target, and he apparently is doing something shady with taking dwarven housing away from dwarves or
I
something.
missed this. Why do you even want this man dead? Why are you doing this, Rusty?
Because he's looking into something, and someone told him to kill this dude to get more information.
You just casually take kill orders now, Rusty?
It wasn't very casually.
Sounds pretty casually. It's just one day ago we were waiting for we were gonna go dungeon delving with the Lars people, no? Now we're hitmen?
Listen, I gotta do something during my downtime.
Jesus.
So apparently we're killing people.
But
Killed a bunch of people.
I mean, he
no.
sounds like he's a bad person. He sounds racist.
I mean, I don't
He
want to put.
deserves it, right?
I mean, I'm sure he deserves it, but to more answer your question, I was looking into this very powerful family that belongs to the Signet Ring, and to get an audience with them, they asked this of me. So that is why I'm doing this. I don't just want to like murder some random guy. I mean, I do. You're random, but not in this case.
Excuse me?
I think he just said he wants to murder you.
Yeah, he did.
And I think we all kind of want to murder you at times.
Just no one wants to say it out loud.
Well,
Other
now
than
you're all
maybe
saying it out
that
loud.
one hour when we were best friends. I don't.
Wait,
think I
I'm
wanted to
sorry.
murder
I'm
you
saying the
yet.
quiet part loud again.
Y'all are a bunch of jerks.
Yes.
But I think we can simply knock the guard out. I don't think he needs to die then, if this is not your target.
Yeah, if we want to try knocking out the guard, we don't have to kill him. We can non-lethally knock him out. I don't really
think-
care either way.
Myself or Luna can do this easily. A simple sleep charm or putting him in a ditch for a bit. I think there's several ways we can go about this without causing another dead body to cause questions.
I mean, then we just have to hope that he's in his apartment or his condo.
Well, I'm liking Luna's plan more now that I understand the full scope of it. Perhaps she just lets us in.
I mean, that would certainly get around some of the guards seeing us open the door.
Well, we'll have to take care of the guard, and then she just lets us in from that point.
I mean, it
We're
sounds
not
like
going
a
to be
plan.
able to. She could even dispose of the guard herself too, but
We still have to figure out what he looks like.
yeah.
If we're not just brute forcing our way in.
Well, we have his condo number. We know where he lives. If Luna introduces herself to him and gets his name, it's probably confirmation enough. I mean, is he gonna lie? I mean, why
Well,
would he
people
lie?
are taking hits at him. Maybe he's aware of it and is more careful, but who knows? I doubt it, unless maybe did they tell you?
I mean,
that he's
it's not
aware?
unreasonable for sure that he would try to hide himself.
Did your contacts tell you he was aware of the risk on his life, or is he unawares? Or you're not
I believe
sure?
he's unaware, as far as we know.
Okay, well, I don't expect a man thinking he's living his life, especially if he sounds like a real estate agent. I don't think he'd be the type to conceal his identity. It seems like he'd want to be more out there and known.
Well,
Just
we can
buying and selling
certainly
property.
investigate around the area. We know where he lives, but we don't really know where he hangs out.
We definitely don't want to be seen asking about him, or he turns up dead after a group was specifically asking around for him. Looks bad, but
Well, let's go over some of the things that you know real quick. So some information that you do know is that he does work in real estate. You know that he conducts business out of this place because you have a person who had already told you that he conducts business out of here. You know that he does occasionally go from bar to bar, so there is a chance of meeting him at places like this. He seems to be looking for like different ways to find either maybe people that have grudges or that like have specific targets that they'd like to have disappear or be bought out of their abilities, or maybe he's doing some kind of manipulation within the government. But he does seem to like actively peruse various places looking for prime targets. And you're also aware you would probably have to have quite a bit of wealth at his disposal. And can I get a knowledge local from anybody who's got some ranks in knowledge local? Okay. So both Rusty and Felix, you are aware that most people who have money here travel like they have money. And by that, part of where Rusty was having like a bodyguard with them, part of why you did that, Rusty, is the more wealthy you are, the more you likely have other people following you around or standing next to you. So he's probably got some sort of security entourage that is going to be around him. So just simply approaching him on the street or like trying to catch him unawares is going to be a little bit more difficult. So these are just the facts that you have, the knowledge that you know with what he's doing, to try to help you build your plan of attack.
Oh, sounds like he's frequents the taverns looking perhaps for clients. We can disguise Luna to look differently and have her with us, and if we notice him, a man as you described, with an entourage of people and guards, she can try and flirt her way to him and try to get a date with him and stuff like that, and we can just social engineer our way to him.
Okay.
It seems like it's a good idea.
Okay.
I suggest just disguising yourself so that you don't have to worry about people noticing you that you were flirting with him and he ends up dead in the next few days or whatever.
Does Luna have a nice outfit for doing these sorts of things as well?
I mean, I have the sleeves of many garments as well.
Okay. So yeah, together, you and Rusty can put together a disguise.
Do you have the magical spell to aid you in this?
Oh, guidance?
No, disguise self.
Disguise self only lasts for a half hour.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Level 3.
10 minutes per level.
Hmm.
It's one of the reasons, actually, that Bissy did not end up with Disguise Self.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, perhaps a physical disguise is the way to go.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me... You both can roll me Disguise.
Can I assist, or I don't know if there's
the two of them will... Yeah, the two of them will do it together.
Oh,
that's really good. And then Rusty, roll yours along with it. Okay. That is enough. That is a very good disguise that is put together from this. Luna looks much different. And much more like she belongs in the area.
Damn, Luna, you clean up well. You actually look decent for once.
Shut up. I will punch you, I swear to God.
Listen,
I'm kidding.
she always looks decent.
I don't care
More
what you
than
guys
decent.
say. She's not that bad looking.
I don't know where you get off.
This is awesome. All right, let's go get some drinks finally.
Yeah, so you guys can set off to the lodge.
Oh wait, do we all have to look good to go here or something? Or
Yes, you should. You all should look well cleaned up, or you should be going along with somebody specifically who is well cleaned up.
I mean, I'd always want to be looking good, but I don't have like a special outfit, so can I just drop money to buy like a nice outfit?
Yeah, you can either buy, like I said, a courtier's outfit, a noble's outfit, or a royal's outfit.
How much does a noble's
Keep
outfit
being a
cost?
guard.
75 gold. Yep,
75
you'll continue to
gold.
be Rusty's guard, or are you going to switch over to being Luna's guard?
I'll leave it up to them. Luna, do you want a guard? Or do you want to seem like the helpless damsel?
I don't know.
I'm buying a noble's outfit.
Okay.
Well, are you trying to pretend that you're super rich or just slightly rich enough to get there? Because you got to have people with you if you're super rich.
I'm trying to look just like I no questions of being here, but not like I'm like Warren Buffett or something.
Okay.
I just want to, I just don't want to stand out by being in the crowd or whatever. Is my goal.
Yep.
All right, one I'm with Rusty, two I'm with Luna. Oh, Luna, I'm with you, unless you specifically say not to.
That's fine.
All right, and then who is Sylvia with?
I mean, I'll just do the same as before,
Okay.
where I'm Rusty's guru.
Okay. Yeah, so the 5 of you can set out to a tavern in the lodge, or to tavern in the lodge.
Actually, wait, before we go, maybe I should stick with Rusty. That way it doesn't look like I'm not tying Luna to Rusty.
Gotcha.
Somebody saw me with Rusty before.
Okay. Yeah, just to be 100% on the safe side.
Yep.
And Rusty, are you getting a business card ready in case we run
oh,
into
yeah.
those dudes?
I mean, I guess I could try. I don't know how quickly I could get a business card on such short notice.
Well, that guy
just
had
go
a
grab.
Actually, does Felix have Arcane Mark at the ready?
I'm not allowed to learn that spell.
Oh,
Or at least that's starting. So
okay.
Universal's my opposition.
Gotcha. I didn't think you could take Universal's opposition.
Can I not? I'll pick a different.
Yeah, I
one
thought
then.
specifically it had to be one of the actual schools, and Universal is not one that you can take as opposition. I thought that was how it worked. I know that's how it was back in 3.5 and 3.0. I never
I
actually
didn't
paid
see anything
attention.
saying I couldn't, but I felt like I probably couldn't, so I'll just switch it to something else.
Yeah, because not every level gets a Universalist spell.
I'll pick, I guess. I guess I'll just go with evocation. I guess.
Okay. And I actually thought, I didn't realize Arcane Mark was a Universalist spell. I thought it was...
illusion.
No, I thought it was Transmutation.
Hmm.
But no,
Could
it
be
is
wrong.
Universal. You're right.
Oh,
You're
okay.
100% right.
Well, now I guess I do have it then.
Okay. So you could throw something together for him. It's a very common thing for people to use Arcane Mark for their cards.
All right, you want to fancy?
Unless very specifically, the mark that you use, Felix, is like specific to you for some other purpose. Like if you were using it for branding or something like that.
Can I choose the mark I make or something, or does it stay that way forever?
It's supposed to be like a personal rune or mark.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be something I would have made for myself
Okay.
if that was the case.
Gotcha. Do you guys still have that wand by any chance?
We sold it. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure so. That's all right.
Check the back of holding.
Yeah, what's the bag of holding say?
I forgot it existed.
I can look.
Wand of Arcane Mark is still in there.
It really
Yeah,
is.
Here we go.
So yeah, if you use the Wand of Arcane Mark, that will make whoever is holding its mark So does Felix have it, or does Rusty have any ranks in use magic device?
I do.
Then
I
go
do, in
ahead and
fact.
give me a use magic device check. It does not activate that way. Let me double check how UMD works real quick.
Mishap, he blows his hand off.
No, the arcane. I would rule that the arcane mark suddenly writes on him instead of writing on the other thing.
Graffiti's a penis on his cheek.
Man. The good old days.
Good old days of face tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that does not activate, but does not mishap. You can attempt to try again if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. I would love to try again. 1 second.
Closer. I think there is. It's not blindly.
I might as well, and if I'm going to use, since I can, I'll use
Okay.
inspiration
Yep.
to roll it.
Go ahead and click your inspiration. Oh yeah, then you do activate it, and you can mark up a sheet of like cardstock, have it cropped up, and you will have yourself a personal business card that you could hand out if you need to.
Yep. Just like that scene in American Psycho.
And you can add that to your character sheet. Rusty business card.
Rusty Corp. We do it.
No, we did it.
We did it.
All right. So you guys head to the tavern. Get yourselves kind of set up. Some of you to watch, some of you to just be, and Luna to try to set some bait. Now, what is Luna's plan to try to set bait?
I mean, I'm just going to try to look like a single girl in a bar, flirt with people.
Okay.
But I'm hoping they'll catch ear when it's the right person. So I'm kind of like looking to them and hoping that eventually they like clue me into the correct person to try to.
Well,
You know.
also every so often you could complain about some dwarf that lives near you.
while,
Yeah, if he smells bad, that's the giveaway.
while I'm flirting with all the random other people, complain about my ex that's a dwarf who stunk really bad.
Yep.
Should we have some sort of keyword that we can say if we notice him and to get your attention or something? In case you don't notice him.
I'm sure we can come up with something.
Well, you need to. I want the plan to be as set in stone as you can. So that's part of why I'm asking these questions. So very, very pointedly, Luna, your plan is to try to flirt with people in the hopes of gathering a reaction. And are you going to use Silvio's idea, or do you feel like that might draw too much attention?
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I think that if the plan of trying to see if I can seduce him doesn't work, then I think having that as something someone else could do to try to start talking to him would be better. So I think someone else should keep that like in their back pocket of maybe something like maybe Felix or something.
Actually, we can complain about some dwarves over at the table, and if we find them, we can point her at them.
Okay.
You know?
Well, that's what I mean. I just was trying to say we should have a subtle way of letting her know. So if you're flirting by the bar, I can come up and order a double whiskey on the rocks or something, and then you'll know that then when I order that we found him.
There you go. Perfect. Just do that.
He's not a dwarf, right?
He is not a dwarf.
No.
You know he's
Okay.
not a dwarf.
When I order that drink, if you're at the bar and I order that drink, I'll point him out to you if we've seen him.
Okay. So who is going to be talking up the most about this this dwarven problem that they're having then?
Not me. I have negative diplomacy and horrible charisma and all that bad stuff.
I mean, I can do it.
All right, give me a bluff. Ooh, very good. So yeah, you are like periodically peppering in these gripes. Like you're probably hanging out there with your guard and your guru and discussing like the problems you've been having the last few days and how like there's this dwarf that you've like been dealing with lately and he's just like getting in your way, causing all kinds of issues and problems. And can I get a perception check from everybody that's not Luna?
Yeah, bad-smelling dwarves block your key. Remove them from your life is your guru's recommendation. Perception.
So yeah,
I still got mine. Okay. So
Higram and Felix, you're kind of having this conversation, and one very key thing that you notice is there's a few people that occasionally seem like they're looking over at where you guys are chatting. And then after a bit of time listening to you, one of them kind of wanders off. And about a half hour later, they come wandering back in. And a little bit later, there is somebody who comes and sits down at the table with you. Well, I hear you're having a bit of trouble. One of my friends had told me they'd overheard you saying something about some sort of dwarves causing you trouble.
Whoa,
This guy
who
have
are
a
you?
posse of, yeah,
I'm gonna,
this guy
like-
have a posse of people.
I'm gonna get in between him and Rusty and like.
Oh,
put my hand through
I
my sword.
do apologize. I'm very sorry. Your friend here, I'm sorry, my friend, and he gestures to somebody sitting over at one of the booths. I have a lot of business associates that are listening in for people having trouble with their current living situations. I am a real estate man. I handle getting people into better living situations. Sometimes I help them move to better places, and sometimes I help make sure others move to better places to make things better life for everyone involved.
I'm gonna relax my stance, but have my hand somewhere like hovering near my sword, and let him continue. I just want to seem like I'm doing my job.
Yep, that was very good. And I believe they overheard you mentioning something about this. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
These dwarves, they really wish to take this fine city back, and I think that some of their tactics are a little bit less than reputable, and a man such as yourself can understand how deplorable it is to be one of the more seedy types.
Yeah, I would how do I say this? Wouldn't want to get involved with the wrong people.
Yes, precisely, and I assure you I am just the right person for you. While they're having this conversation, I believe there was another plan that was in play.
Well, yeah, I first wanted to see if he had a posse of people around him, or we were told you.
There is at
carried
least
him.
one other person that you know of for sure that is keeping an eye on the situation. But how much they're keeping an eye on, that much you're not sure of.
Yeah, I just make eye contact with Rusty to see if like he's like, oh yeah, this is the guy. Like I'm just kind of like looking at him like.
I asked the name. I was like, my name's Rusty. What's your name?
I am known as Honorine. I have been in the real estate business for quite some time. Many people have trusted me to put them in a better life situation.
And I say, yes, and I start shaking my head.
This shit's boring. I'm getting a drink.
I'm sorry, not a big fan of real estate.
Nope. I have more. I have enough that I don't need.
I
anymore.
assume then you likely haven't even bought your own place yet, have you?
I'm fine with my own place.
Yes, I'm sure you're fine with it.
I'm getting a drink.
He turns back to you. It's very clear that this is your guard and your guru.
Yep.
Thought maybe the guru might have been his, but most people like him wouldn't bother to seek the advisement of a cleric of Lars like this.
Yeah, he doesn't seek advisement from a lot of things.
I'd say so. But I've got great advice for you. I can solve your dwarven problem with little effort. Are you looking to stay where you are now, or would you be interested in moving?
It depends on if I can afford it at the current time, but I'm open.
Well, sometimes it can be a bit cheaper to move people than it is to move yourself, depending upon your life situation. I tend to find that the right place can open up at just the right time, but the wrong place can be much more problematic to have to live in. Is your problem a problem of where you're at now, or a problem of people coming into places they shouldn't be?
Yeah, it's probably the latter.
Well, then I suppose things will have to be adjusted. If you want some more details on adjustments, he reaches into his breast pocket and he will slide a piece of paper across the table. Here's where you can find me.
Yeah, I pick it up and then I offer him a business card.
Ooh, you're in business for yourself, are you?
I don't interrupt, but I'm clearly doing the plan.
Yep.
Just so you know, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, Luna, you can easily make the mark.
Yeah, I think I'm purposely waiting until it seems like they're done with their conversation.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I just want to make sure.
Rusty, I'm sorry. What are you in business of?
Right now, just generally adventuring, but I'm a jack of all trades.
Adventuring is a very, very noble thing to be doing. You've done well for yourself, then clearly, if you're able to be in an establishment like this with people this intimidating in appearance.
You do the right jobs for the right people. It opens doors.
Yes, and I believe there may be a time in the future where I might call on your services.
That would be excellent.
Well, perhaps we can work out some kind of exchange down the road. But for now, I must be on my way. Keep me in mind.
Nice meeting you, sir.
So I have a question. I don't know if this works or not, could you cast a hex but like hold it in your hand until you have a chance to actually like if I want to like cast it privately so people don't know I'm doing it.
Is it a touch hex or a ranged hex?
Actually,
so by default, hexes are
range. Yeah.
So you could not hold it. You would have to like choose it.
Yeah, so we'll just whatever on that right now. Yeah, when I like see him, I think like I would have tried to like get up and kind of like wander around, or I would have planned it so that I was at the bar somewhere kind of close to where they're sitting, so it wouldn't be like unreasonable for me to overhear things. And yeah, like when he gets up to start to leave, Luna will just like walk up to him and just try to be flirty and be like, "Oh, I hear you're in real estate." And
was that a intentional acrobatics, Higram?
No.
Okay.
Not.
just making sure. I didn't know if that was like an attempt to trip him or something
I will
like that.
never purposely use acrobatics.
Okay.
That could have been so much worse. I could have broke my neck.
So yeah, you can approach him. Why, yes, I am in real estate. And what are you in?
I'm between things right now, just trying to find the next place to fit in.
Well, what did you do previously?
I've done a lot of different things previously. I'm actually newer to this city from a farther away town. obviously come from an area a bit more wealthy than this city is, but I'm trying to make a life here for myself now.
What are you running away from, I guess is the right question to ask, right?
I mean, it's a short list of things, right? Most of us run from. Overbearing family happens to be my cup of tea.
Families are some of the most difficult things to deal with, aren't they?
Yes, especially frustrating when they don't agree with how you live your life, but, it's my life. I'll live it how I wish.
Why would they have a problem with how you live your life?
Oh, something about too promiscuous or into weird things. I don't know. The parents not approving of choices.
He kind of like visibly chokes for a moment. Yes. Well, if you, I've got to be getting back to my place to work on some things, but I'd be happy to hear you talk more about your family if you'd like to join me for a walk.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, he'll walk with you, and talk with you. And what is the party doing as they walk and talk?
Well, we should probably head into the alley, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can head out and find. Are you going the same route they're taking, or are you taking a different route?
We're taking a different route.
Okay. Luna, you'll notice that as the two of you leave, there are two rather larger guys. One that kind of walks a few steps in front of you, and then like takes like a short walk ahead of you, and then another that you can hear kind of like walking slowly and kind of keeping a distance behind the two of you. It must be a difficult thing to have parents that just don't understand that there's nothing wrong with affection and attention. Who doesn't love to be showered with being made to feel important? Yep.
Yes, it was not the most enjoyable thing, as you can see, why I would want to leave and get out on my own, away from their overbearing influence.
Well, this is kind of a dreadful place, though, for new experiences, but it is a place where people don't care where you're from as much. So I suppose I understand.
Yeah, it's not exactly the caliber of place I would have chosen, but for the time being away was just the most important thing.
Yes, I understand that. Well, we're here. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but having a little company would be nice. The boys are often less than sociable in some ways, and this has been a rather pleasant conversation. Would you be willing to accompany me in and perhaps share a drink with me?
Sure, I would love to.
Excellent. And he'll like lead in. As he gets to the door, he'll like pull a key, unlock it, and open up. He's going in through the side, and it will open up into some stairs. The first guard will head up the stairs first. Get up to the first flight. You'll hear like a tapping sound against metal. Do good Foley work. Oh, that's not good Foley work. Never mind. I don't have good Foley work for that one. And then the two of you can kind of start up the stairs, and the guard will move up and do the same thing, basically at each floor, until getting to the fourth floor. And he will...
So what is the tapping that he's doing? I don't understand.
Basically, there's like metal railing on each of the stairs, and the guard gets to the top floor, and then is basically checking to make sure that there's no one up there, and then taps to let you guys know you can head
So it's
up.
just signaling that it's safe.
Yep.
I got it.
And he will lead you to apartment 402, or condo room 402. And it will give you some additional insight. This is not exactly the way I had planned for this to go, but I like it nonetheless. And it would just be...
Using the skills I have, okay? I really need to look into that, I think.
Let's see, let's be on the right layer here. Yes, we are. I'm going to move the rest of the crew into the alleyway.
So the load-bearing archway she was talking about before, are they made of wood or stone or something?
They look like they're made of wood, but since it's magical, the magic might be reinforced wood by some sort of magical effect.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. I need to pull out Felix, and then I need to pull out Luna. I need to give this person a mini, the guards a mini. Not get this person's mini done. This was on my projects for today, and I ended up having to go into the office, so did not happen. But I will make him a familiar face. And 4 guards. We can bring down... Where's that one I had? There he is. Use these guys. So they will... And we'll kind of stay over to here. And he'll, like, invite you in. He'll ask if you want to take a seat. I'll go get us a drink. And he will wander over, pour a few things. Is there anything you want to look at while you're here in the room? Do you want to take a seat, or do you want to, like, look over at the books, or look around the place a little bit?
I'd be like glancing around, just trying to like know anything I can for, because obviously I know I'm gonna have to try to let them in later. So I'm like, is there any security shit I need to be wary of? But like, I will like sit down and just like be taking a general glance around.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a perception here. Okay.
Terrible.
Yeah, the room looks pretty normal overall. And he will, like, make his way back and take a seat on the couch with you. It's such a nice thing to finally find somebody who understands that it's okay to be the person that they want to be. When I first came here, it was a very rough thing trying to find who it was I wanted to be. I had quite a bit of wealth to my name, but very hard time spending it. Many people, at that time I didn't want to let people know quite how much I'd come to town with. And so you have to be very careful as you acquire things. Buying just at the right time when nobody's really paying much attention to the things that have become open and available.
And who is it you decided you want to be?
I wanted to be a man who made this city into something better than it was. I have managed to put people in the right places, help people make sure that they acquire the things that they truly desire, and worked myself to having a lot of allies in the process. A lot of the right allies. I think that with my goals, I could really shape this city for the better. Well, this is all happening. What is kind of your timing arrangement for when you guys are going to head in? Are you waiting for some kind of signal for Luna? Are you planning to go in and kind of get the jump on them mid everything happening?
I thought she was letting us in.
Okay.
after he passes out or something.
Okay. I'm just double checking. That's all.
I don't know.
Any
Unless somebody
thoughts?
else says something else.
That's what I thought the plan was.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm making sure. I thought I remembered something like that being said. I just want to make sure I'm on the right path here. He'll like kind of gesture to the guard, kind of like wave him away. And the guard will kind of head out and into the hallway. Sorry, I felt like perhaps if we're going to talk about these things related to my past, the guards have heard it enough. They don't really need to listen to it, and it must feel rather uncomfortable having them sort of keep watching over us.
I mean, I'm used to it. It's not anything I'm not accustomed to, but yes, it can feel a little awkward at times having people constantly sitting in on your more private conversations and moments.
Yes, well, it can be fun to have people watch from time to time. It's not fun to have them watch everything.
True.
To finding the things that we want for our life, and he will raise his glass to you.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
And he will take a drink. And with that drink, can I get Luna to give me a fortitude save?
Oh, God. This asshole. What is he doing?
No.
Is he drugging me?
I hope you don't get roofie.
So you're not, this is not the kind of thing where he's trying to drug you, but it's definitely the kind of thing where, you know how you ask someone for a drink, or you ask someone to get you a drink, and they want to particularly see you drunk, so they bring you back either something stronger than you might have at first expected,
Gotcha.
or maybe a double of it. And so this, like, you take this drink, and this hits you hard. This is, like, way stronger than anything you have ever had before. It's like, it's almost like drinking, like, raw grain alcohol.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And he even coughs a little bit as he takes the sip. Kind of almost as if he didn't quite expect how strong that this was going to be. Ooh, that was a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's a bit strong.
A friend of mine offered it to me and said it's a very relaxing sort of thing, and I've been very stressed lately. There's a lot going on as of late. In my profession, you never quite know what people are going to drop on you.
Well, why don't we just try to relax as much as we can tonight?
Oh, it'd be so nice to relax. It's been such a long time since I've been able to truly relax and enjoy myself. I wish I had something that could help take my mind away from it all.
I mean, I can think of something that might help.
Like what?
Like sex.
He'll cough again. You're a very forward one.
Yeah, as I told you, my parents did not like how promiscuous I was. I wasn't being over dramatic about that.
Yeah, he will accept the invitation very excitedly. And you two can spend some time together. And he will be thoroughly distracted. Is there anything interesting during the encounter that you want to do? Because there is a lot of stuff you can potentially get away with if somebody is thinking it's all part of the enjoyment of things.
Drink these random vials of death.
Yeah, pretty sure it's more like, hey, let's play this game. Put on this blindfold. I think it's more.
Oh, he just combusts.
I don't really have anything at my disposal currently, unfortunately, that would be worthwhile, other than What does this even do? Just improves. Yeah, all that does is like. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna have any like benefits for us, but I will try to like throw out like a charm hex just to make sure he's pretty thoroughly enthralled. And then the only other thing I'm trying to do is I'll probably have to see if I can gauge this, and I don't know if I'll be able to make the check because unfortunately my gauge actually isn't very good. But I'm trying to make him as exhausted as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that is like a goal, is to like whatever needs to be done to make this dude super exhausted, so hopefully afterwards he just passes the fuck out.
Let me see how he does. Can you put your charm hex up in there?
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna make much of a difference for anything, but...
DC 0?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that this isn't correct. It's 10 plus half your level plus your ability mod, so 10, 1. So the base DC I think is 15.
Okay.
But for this it's increased, so this goes up to 16.
It's increased by 3.
Yeah, so it's a flat normal 16, and then
So
based on the factors, it can go higher from there.
Yeah.
At this charm-wise, will negates. Yeah, see, I wrote in DC 16C notes, but because it's...
No, it's fine. Yeah, you will find him rather enthralled with you. And this makes it a lot easier for you to like keep up the I just need a little more enjoyment. Just a little more. Come on, help. I know you're tired, but I'm so close. I'm right there. And you can easily get him thoroughly exhausted.
All right.
Oh yeah. And it doesn't take quite that long. That was a 2 on his fort save.
Yikes. All right, bro.
Calm down, calm down.
I'm used to these Lars dudes, okay?
A marathon, not a sprint.
But yeah, so I guess does he just like pass out afterwards?
Yeah, he is out pretty well. Like he tries to stay awake, but if you kind of lay there and even chat with him a little bit, he will just drift off.
So now what I don't know is if it's worth trying to magically sleep him once he's already fallen asleep.
Are your spells that you have checked right now what you have?
Oh yeah, I don't have that. Never mind.
There's something else though that you do have.
Am I missing something?
On your second level spells, if you wanted to do that.
Oh. Yeah. The problem is I don't know where these guards are at. And he's sleeping at the moment. How long does this last? Yeah, so it's only lasts a round per level, so it's only gonna last like 18 seconds once it goes off. So.
And you don't have any scrolls on you of anything that you'd want to cast?
I don't have any scrolls on me because Felix pretty much takes all of them to try to learn, other than the random ones that he can't.
Blame it on Felix. Look at that.
I mean...
Yeah, she could have asked for them. She just didn't think of it. Don't blame me.
Mr. Well, I should take all the scrolls first because they're not used up if I try to learn them.
Makes sense, does it not?
See, you just admitted that that it's your fault that you have them all.
Stop trying to buy time and figure it out.
I think I'm just gonna have to leave him how he is for now, and quietly figure out, is there only the one way in and out of this place where the guards were at?
No, there's the door. There's a door over here, a front door, and a back door. Or do you mean you mean outside of the apartment? There's only one way out unless you want to jump through a 4th story window. But the windows do open.
Do you have rope?
Okay. Do I have rope? Probably not. Cause weight.
Does he
Yeah.
have rope?
He does not have enough rope hanging around that you can dangle it out of a 4th-story window.
If I poke my head out a window, can I see the party?
Can the party give me a stealth check if they're trying to hide, or no stealth check if they're not trying to hide?
Oh,
Roll
standing
this
in the alley.
Stealth check.
I don't stealth.
Here's my stealth
Oh,
check.
this might. I'm gonna do
No,
stealth.
I don't have -3.
Oh, also want to be
Encumbrance?
negative.
Yeah, your encumbrance will affect your stealth. Yeah, so you'll easily see them on the outside. You guys, by the way, will have had the guard come out, and he'll like look at the 4 of you, and you're like right now all still in your disguises, so it just looks like you're like a group of people just hanging out, like probably either smoking or doing some drugs. But you look wealthy enough that it makes sense that you're in the alley. When he looks at the you guys, but he still gives you guys kind of like the once over, but eventually like notices you're not like doing anything aggressive and heads back inside.
So yeah.
Felix didn't want to charm him while he was out or anything?
We could
Up
have
to him while he's turning around.
Murder him a little bit.
Charm him? What? Can we put him to sleep? What do you mean charm him?
Okay, well, I'm trying to signal out to them and tell them that there's 2 guards potentially outside the apartment door, but I need to go put kids to bed real fast so they
Okay,
can.
well let's
discuss
go
what
ahead
they're-
and take a short break then,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens after the break. And we're back.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, the plan was to charm or kill the dude, so I guess I'm killing him.
I thought we were waiting for Luna.
The
Well,
guard? This is the security guard.
Tom, your mic just went quiet. Is it? There you go.
Yeah, this is the security guard. Like, we had planned to either charm or kill him, so if we're not charming him, then we're killing him.
I thought that was before we came up with the Luna plan. That was so we could avoid killing him.
If we go in there and there's a ruckus, then the
'Cause
guard.
we don't know
like,
what to expect. Yeah. And
I mean,
But-
100%. Like, the dude has bodyguards that are gonna make noise.
Yeah. So,
This
question.
dude will call the
A
action.
question I have is: before Luna alerts you, do you guys do anything about the guard?
so if Silvio because what does this guy do when he notices us? Does he just like look out and we notice?
He's
him
just looking
at us?
out, noticing like a handful of wealthy people and their guards, like just kind of hanging out here in the alley. And he does obviously eye you guys over for a bit, but he doesn't like have any reason to tell you guys to get lost because it's an open alley and anyone's allowed to be back here, and you're not like right next to the entrance. So he just
Yeah,
kind of gives you
Silvio-
the once over and keeps an eye on you, and then like heads back in.
So if we notice that, and then while we notice that, Silvio kind of like looks at me like, "Hey, what are we doing?" I will attempt to charm him.
Okay. Give me the roll.
Well, I need to close the
Or
distance
the-
first, so I'll just be like, if I notice him looking at us, I'll be like, "Hey, sir,
Yes.
I really need to use a bathroom." And I'm just like gonna like fake having to go to the bathroom. If I can close the distance,
I'm
then...
sorry, sir. I'm not allowed to let people in. We don't have public facilities.
Really? Where the heck am I gonna go?
I don't know what to tell you, sir. We don't have those kind of things here.
Can't you do me a favor? I crack a smile and I put a hand on his shoulder and I conceal my beguiling touch.
Yep. It's gonna be close. Give me a sec here. I need to pull up his sheet because it's not in this game. Here.
While he's walking up and talking to him, can I just ready? If the guard does anything offensive, I just charge him and stab him a little bit.
Sure.
Just a little bit.
You come up and you see creatures, blah blah blah. You'll notice that he does not seem to sort of slip into the level of friendliness that you're used to, and he just kind of like, kind of bats your hand off his shoulder. Sorry, sir, you're gonna need to not touch me.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Oh, my apologies. Guess I'll find somewhere else to take a leak.
Sorry, sir. Just part of the policy. And
It's fine.
he'll start to turn and then like start.
So yeah, as I
unlocking
turn
the
away
door.
from him, I'll look to the party and just be like, so if they want to take
Yeah,
some
so,
shots or do something.
Yeah, I'll take a move action to pull out my bow and then shoot him.
All right. Give me your attacks.
All right.
Give me your
yeah,
attack,
so
rather.
since I had to pull out my bow, yeah,
Yep.
one attack, sadly.
Are we rolling initiative? Because I will do a sleep after I did
You
that.
can do a sleep at the same time he fires off the arrow.
Okay, yeah. So
Because you'll have 100% surprise on you. He is not expecting any of you to attack him.
So yeah, as I see.
Oh
the,
yeah, that's a horrible attack.
It
Oh, no.
is. That will like plink off of his shoulder against one of the studs of the leather he has on.
I am
he will-
concealing the components so he can't
Yep.
hear me or notice.
Give me the checks. Ooh, yeah.
But it increases my time to a round. Oh, the
That's-
casting time for sleep is a round? What?
Is it?
I didn't know that.
No, it says wait. Oh,
Yeah, casting time 1 round.
Did I put it in that? Is that true? Did I put that in?
Casting time is 1 round on sleep. I never knew that myself.
Jesus. Well,
So yeah, he will see the arrow. He will turn around. And as he does, he will fall asleep.
Oh, nice. Didn't have to go murder him.
Should we like tie him up just in case? I don't know how long it's gonna.
Yeah,
We need
I
to
wave
pull him
the group
aside,
over.
sure.
Yeah, I'll come over.
Yeah.
He's only gonna be asleep for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll tie. I have rope.
Might want to
Oh,
gag
gag
him.
him too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just so you're aware, John, he rolled a natural 15 on the save
On the
versus
save?
your beguiling touch.
Yeah, so in this alley, is there like a dumpster or something like that, or is it just an empty alley?
There are some barrels you could toss him in with lids where they keep refuse.
Anything heavy to put on top of the lid?
You could stack like another barrel that's got more stuff in it on top of it.
Perfect. Yep, we'll do that.
What are we doing? Are we waiting for Luna's signal, or what are we doing here?
Okay, so
I-
my plan here is when I
Somebody like
open
get
the
it? Like, didn't she like look out at us?
Well, it was happening.
No, this
before.
happens before, so I'm gonna put him in. He's gonna be in this barrel here. And
Well,
Yeah, and then-
I'm gonna hold
and then
the
we
door, like, was the door open?
no, he has. You can get the keys off of him though.
Okay.
Okay,
So no
so
rush.
I'm assuming there's something in this apartment that I could just write with.
Yes, there is.
So I'm just going to jot down a small note that says 4th floor, 2 guards in hallway, outside door. And I'm going to drop that down to them.
Okay.
And they're going to hopefully make their way up to me. And I am going to lay back down next to this guy, pretend like I'm sleeping, but be basically preparing a hold person in case it seems like they can't do their part quietly and they make noise and he wakes up. If he seems like he's waking up to noise, I'm going to immediately hold person him.
Okay. Can I get you to give me a D100 roll?
Oh god.
Oh, no. Is this determining where the letter floats to?
No, the letter will make it to you guys just fine.
Okay.
Depends how many sperms made it to her eggs.
Okay.
Jesus.
Whether she's the big spoon.
You will. So logistically, let's just make this clear. To drop this letter out the window, you are where your character is. The other guy, honoring, is in the room across the hall. So you basically go across the hall to the other room, and then go out and you toss the paper out the window. As you just are closing the door, and like you have literally closed the door, you hear the front door open, and one of the guards comes like walking in, and he kind of just sees you there standing in like this little alcove area.
I'll
and-
just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just got up for a second."
Yeah,
Is there a
he gives you that like very long up and down stare. He's out already, huh?
Yeah. I was gonna go back to sleep unless I need to leave.
If you want to stay, that's fine. My room is on the other side. I was gonna get some shut eye.
Oh, yeah, of course. Go for it.
Unless you want to accompany me.
I should probably find out whether or not your boss would be happy with that before we.
No,
venture in that
don't mention
direction.
it to him. Don't mention it to him.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just get some rest.
Okay.
This is at least enough to get me through the night. So.
Jesus. What the fuck?
I'm gonna like.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Great. That's good stuff.
And yeah, I'm gonna go back to what my normal plan was and
Alright.
just go back and lay down and have a hold person prepared at least on him.
Yep, the party can move in. And can I have a D100 roll from one of the members of the party? Who wants to do it? Say first before you roll it.
I'm doing it.
Not it.
All right. Okay. You guys can make your way to the stairs. Make your way up the stairs to the 4th floor. I will move you guys into 4th floor position.
And we did pick up the note. We didn't just leave it there.
Yep.
Just saying. Okay.
Good thing to say, because you know me. I would be
Some
asking.
passerby sees the note, is like, what's happening in there?
Well,
Runs
I'd
in.
roll the D100 first to see. I give you guys the most fair opportunity. And you guys didn't, like, put the note in the can right above the other guy, right?
Put it in there with him. Just a little extra evidence.
All right. So what is your plan for this hallway? You know that there are supposed to be 2 people in the hallway.
Can you do your sleep thing?
I mean, I could.
Yeah, but it's going to take me a while, and they might notice me standing at the end of the hallway. Or I don't. Well, sorry, I don't know he's there, but if he could be around the corner, I don't know where he is.
Can I like sneak to the corner to try and see, like to check?
You
that
absolutely can. Give me a stealth check. This guy will oppose it with his perceptione. Perception. Oh yeah, no, he's like he had the door. He's like doing something with the door. He had the door open and he like slowly closes it.
He's trying to see if Luna went with the other guard, probably.
Is the coast clear? What?
I do like I try not to talk, but I do like a signal where like I put up one finger and I like point around the.
I got my bow drawn.
I guess I'll try to peek around and conceal my spell.
All right, are you
I'm
within range?
not gonna move far because I'm.
What is the range of sleep? 100 feet plus 10 feet per
Okay.
level. So where is my sleep and concealing the spell?
Okay.
Oh no.
You will cast the spell. You'll also need to give me a stealth check because you're trying to hide around the corner.
Sure. Where is my stealth? Here we go. Yeah.
Oh no.
And you will cast the spell, and he will feel a tingle, but not one that seems to have an effect, and he will turn down the hallway to see what's there, and he will spot Felix's face. And we will roll into initiative.
Well, it was good while it lasted.
I'm not last. I did it, guys.
Why didn't he roll? Roll. You
Why
son of a bitch,
is
roll.
this? I thought we fixed the thing where it has a different name for the token.
We did. I must not have saved it on your default token because I dragged them in off the thing. That's fine. I can fix that real quick. Damn. That'll fix that, and then he's +0. So Rusty, you are up first.
I guess I'm gonna move in. Hopefully. What was my speed again? 30. Yeah, so I can get to like here. And then I'm gonna hold an attack action against him.
Okay, so you're gonna ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Felix.
Well, he resisted my sleep. Good luck. I'll walk over here and that's Sylvia, right?
Oh, I thought you were leaving.
Well, this fucking sucks. And I will give him the wisdom of an owl.
Nice. The guard will knock in a very specific pattern on the door. Can I get Luna to give me a perception? Yeah. As this knock happens, you might have heard it if not for the that he makes.
It's okay. Just keep sleeping. Just keep sleeping.
Do I hear it if it matters?
Give me a Well, you can see him do it. You can see him knocking.
He's the one who knocks.
Yeah.
Higram.
Oh.
That actually made my throat feel really terrible to make. Oh.
Would this wall be full cover if you're behind it, or half cover? Where, or any
It's
cover?
an archway. So no cover.
Oh, so it's just.
Yeah, it's more decorative. It's just
Okay,
not
so
well. It's not well done because I couldn't. This particular tile set doesn't have ones with a full opening.
Gotcha. What is it, Q? See how far you
Yep.
go? Yeah.
And then you can push Q again while you're doing that to set a marker for where you step to.
That's
What does Q do?
Q lets you like set a place. So if you're clicking and dragging yourself, and then you push Q, it'll set a waypoint for where you were.
Oh, that's
Really
cool.
odd to do for magic casting. I'm a double move
Okay.
right in front of him. I'm on top of Pigram. On top of Pavon.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yep.
just ride right up there.
Absolutely.
Wait, let go.
You just drop yourself there.
Bloop. Hello.
He looks very shocked as you suddenly kind of like rush down the hallway riding a dog. Silvio.
Yep, I'll move in
Oh,
and,
actually,
Yeah.
no. Never mind.
and make my attack. Yep, I got 40 movement.
Yep. Got that extra.
If I stop like here, would he still have cover? Because if I move right up to him, he'll have cover, right?
There's no cover from those. Oh, you mean
Oh.
for Silvio?
For me being right in his face.
Yeah. That will eliminate the cover. Yes.
All right, so yeah, I'll stop there then.
All right, so Silvio, you can move in, and that will most certainly hit. That. And you land a solid hit in his chest, and he kind of like recoils a bit at the pain as it punctures him. Luna, you are not aware of what's going on outside.
Yep, no.
You can give me another perception check, though. But it gets a little harder each time. You hear some noise at the very least coming from somewhere in the building.
Alright, well, I have my assumptions, but I'm gonna keep playing my part, pretending
Okay.
I'm sleeping, but having a hold person ready.
All right, back to the top, Rusty.
Rusty's just gonna continue moving. I guess to have Silvio have cover, I'm just gonna move up here.
Okay.
And for right now, that's gonna be it.
All right. Felix.
There's not much I can do. So I'll just go over here. We were told there's 2 guards, but I see one. I'll just make a perception check to see like where I think he could be coming from or where
Yep.
the other guard would be.
Yeah, you see no sign of the other guard at all.
Alright.
The guard will go, and he will, like, kind of, what would his plan be? Hang on. Yeah, I think he's gonna move up and try to attack Higram. He pulls out as he moves in a Morning Star. Does an 18 hit Higram?
Nope.
You bash away the Morning Star with your shield, as he swings in. Hagram.
I'm actually gonna assume he can't hit me with his horrible swinging. I'm just gonna take an attack of opportunity walking past him.
All right.
I'm gonna go around him, but that's
Yeah.
where I'm going.
That's fine. Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
God damn it, why can't my NPCs roll well?
And then Pavan's gonna try to give him the bite. Nope. And I'm gonna try to stab him.
Yep.
Probably not.
That will actually find purchase.
Nice. That's what he gets.
8. You cut into him. Another cut right across the chest, cutting the end of the arrow off of his chest.
The first cut.
Silvio.
All right, I'm gonna 5-foot step. He's within 30 feet, and I'll flurry.
Yep.
Attack number 1.
That will miss.
Attack number 2.
That will miss. Ouch. Luna, give me another perception. Yeah, still too noisy. Lots of snoring.
I'm just.
At
glad
least
that
he's
she's
asleep.
Still sleeping. Yeah, it's sort of like, okay, well.
Rusty. You guys are
I
getting very lucky here, by the way.
I'm gonna move up a little here and
I'm mostly paranoid if this other guard wakes up. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
don't come kill me.
oh my gosh. Alright, that's all I got.
Felix.
I will double move here. And I'm just doing the same thing. I'm trying to see where this other guard's at.
Yeah.
Throw a perception.
Still no sign of the other guard.
He's gonna
Alright.
scorpion whip you. Get over here.
The guard will turn back to Higram.
Sorry, I would have been here when Blocker
Okay.
was shot from me.
Yep. Higram does a 22 hit.
Nope.
Damn you.
wow.
Your shield once again parries away another Morningstar blow. He does get a second attack, though. How about a... This is so much better. How about a 17?
Nope.
All right, Higram. What do you got for him?
I miss with a bite. And I'm gonna try to cut him again.
God, so much
no.
flailing.
Wait, does us flanking?
Oh.
It does add a bonus, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
Silvio.
Flurry.
Yep.
One of these days we'll hit him again.
Get him.
Nope.
I can't believe the low rolls after I give you a +4.
Holy
What the fuck?
shit. Are the dice
I
just
got a +1
broken?
from point blank too.
Yeah, these dice are just shit, man.
I mean, I only rolled 2 1s and a 2 to start off the day. Like, it just wants to continue, apparently.
Luna, give me another perception. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
I have a really bad perception check, so I'm not surprised.
Rusty.
Alright, let's keep trying, I guess. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Oh,
Wrong system.
the system is down. This is-
No, that will not hit even with the flank bonus.
Oh my god.
Felix.
That's fine, I'll take the AO. I'm just gonna stride on by and try to see where
Oh.
Yeah, you will.
potential guards are.
Ooh, that should finally hit somebody. Does a 26 hit Felix?
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 3 whole points of damage.
Oh.
There's no guard in this hallway.
Okay, and yeah, the perception is to hear anything in the other rooms or anything.
It sounds quiet.
Okay.
The car fell asleep. Womp womp.
This guard will step over to here. And will attack Higram. And he will say to Felix, "What are you doing? Get away from there." I don't suppose a 10 hits or a 14 hits Higram.
Nope.
Jesus, these rolls, and I know an 18 doesn't hit either, or 17 doesn't hit. All right, Higram.
I'm gonna 5-foot step back in his way. Like, fuck you, stay away from our mage. I'm
Tell
gonna
him
give
a
him a bite
mage.
again, and then that's gonna miss, and I'm gonna try to cut him again, and that's also
Oh,
gonna
wow.
Damn,
miss. I'm very
This
good
is the
at
fight that never ends.
Silvio.
This guy's skeleton?
All right. I'm gonna
this.
I'm gonna 5 foot so that he's within 30 again,
Yep.
and flurry.
That'll hit.
Oh my god, finally.
It is possible.
Yeah.
And attack number 2.
That'll also
Oh,
hit.
Nice.
Doing it.
All right.
Minimum damage. All right, Luna, give me another perception check. Yeah, you won't hear the sound of what's going on outside, but you'll hear from across the hall somebody go, "Huh? Shit, 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 shit." Rusty.
Alright, so I'll move down here and flank him again.
All right. That will hit with flanking.
Aha.
Felix.
I spent 2 rounds perceiving. Could I have heard him curse inside
Yes,
there or no?
you can easily hear him swearing. Well, give me a perception. There's a slim chance you don't, but
Okay.
no, you definitely hear him.
Coming from here or from this way?
From inside of the room. You hear it through the door.
Alright, I just take over here as the jingle, the handles are locked.
It is locked.
Alright. I will come over here, or I will be here, and I'll just say my full round thing. Since I tried to use the door, I don't know if that takes up an action.
Yes, it will have taken up at least a move action.
Oh,
The rest of part of your move action. It's very weird because interacting with things is theoretically an action.
Yeah.
I don't want to
yeah,
over
that's fair.
penalize you. What do you want to do?
Well, I wanted to cast Beguiling Touch on this guy, but I think it's too much, maybe.
Yeah, probably then move over there and do the Beguiling Touch, I think.
Okay, I just jingle the handle, see it's locked, and I'll just step over here, and if anyone's looking, I'll just say, like, I'll put a one up and point in the door.
Okay.
At the door.
Yeah, this guard is gonna go, and he's gonna like drop down and be like, "Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Just don't make any more noise. I surrender. What? Just don't. Look, I don't want to die over this."
I'm gonna. What is it? Insight? Let's see if he actually-
Gauge.
Gauge.
Yep. Yeah, he seems like genuinely like he's worried you're gonna kill him.
Can we tie him up?
I'm gonna leave that to you.
Yeah, I'll tie him up.
Can you guys at least like untie me when you're done? I don't want to be
Yeah,
like
sure.
stuck here. Yeah, so you guys can tie him up. Luna, give me a perception check. You hear footsteps just outside of your door. So you guys have spent that round tying him up. I'm going to roll this other guy into initiative, and we're going to keep the current initiative. Because he is now tied up, and we're going to go back to start of the round with Rusty.
I guess I'm gonna try and do. I think I'm gonna try and open the door.
All right, you're gonna move over and try to unlock the door.
Yeah.
Well, you could have taken his keys.
Oh yeah. Oh sure. I'll take his keys.
Okay. You open the door, and standing in the hallway is the other guard. His belt is kind of like partially undone, and he's got like his morning star at his side, but his like shirt is off. He is not well armored, and there is like a bit of a stain on his pants. Rusty, what do you want to do as you see this sight?
How much more movement can I get? Can I get any more
I guess
movement?
actually you would have moved to there, so that would have been your full turn, is opening up the door. That will be
Okay,
the
well,
scene
then I
that is
can't do
presented
it.
to you. Felix.
Yeah,
I would
go-
point him out though. I mean, if
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I go over here, I look at Silvio, and I go like this. And point at the tied up guy.
Nice.
He's seen our faces, fuck him. He's dead now.
He doesn't care.
The guy starts freaking out, but can't really do or say anything except go. Higram.
I'm gonna ride in. I'm gonna ride. Well, let's see. How far can I get without double moving? I got 50 feet, so I can get up to him.
Yep.
Nice. I'm gonna ride right up to him,
All right.
and I'm gonna say, "Drop it." And if he doesn't immediately drop it, I'm gonna give him the bite for the cut.
Can I
ready an action for
I feel like he's gonna drop it. He will immediately like drop it if you do that. But Luna, give me a perception check. Very low DC. Yeah, that's actually still enough. You'll hear outside of the door somebody say "drop it," and as you hear that, the snoring stops next to you, and Honorine starts to stand up, and yeah, you just immediately cast the spell, and let's see what happens here.
Oh god.
It's up to a will save.
He's an 18th level caster.
Yep, got him.
Man. Nice.
I want to actually change the track.
He has spell turning on you, get held.
Let's hope not.
He's actually a basilisk in disguise.
You killed my family.
You killed my family.
It was a
He
revenge all
is not held, and he looks at
shit.
you casting the spell on him, and he's like, "You fucking little dirty slut!"
I'm like, I need help in here.
You rolled very poorly, so
I hear that in the other room. I say, "Are they still going at it in there? What the hell's going on?"
your readied actions though go off here, and he still remains where he is. So Silvio, it is your action. How's Silvio feel about this weak bitch that just surrendered?
Well, yeah, no, this guy had accepted a challenge. You don't surrender.
Yep. I'm assuming then Silvio's gonna walk up and plant some arrows into him.
Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, so I can just coup de grace him, right? Because he's helpless.
So the thing is, with a ranged weapon, you have to be within 5 feet of them to coup de grace, and it's a full round action. So you can either just take a couple of shots at him with his super diminished AC.
Yeah, I'll just flurry.
Okay.
Oh god.
That'll hit. Yep. That'll also hit.
All right, good.
He's tied up. He don't have shit for defenses.
Yeah, because I can't roll very well today.
He will take a step back. You stupid bitch. If it weren't for the fact that causing a ruckus in here would cause me more problems than it's worth, I would fucking scream And he will let fly some magical missiles. He is what again? Okay. And you will take 9 points of damage as a pair of like they're kind of like green and look like Monopoly houses like explode onto you.
Again.
Yeah, they are still busy. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, this guard in here is like, dude, don't hurt me. Like, I don't want to die. Look, I don't know what's happening. Just don't fucking kill me.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, just go back in the room, close the door, pretend you never saw it.
All right. Yeah, he'll do that.
Yep.
Rusty.
Presuming that I, let's see how much movement do I have. I get to like here. I can't. Can I open the door?
You don't know where they are.
You're right.
Give me a perception.
I don't know
Actually, you might have heard something. So give me a perception.
You did have to cast a spell.
Yeah, he did cast a spell. Yeah, you can hear that he is in this room.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna try to open the door.
That was 30 feet of movement to get to there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can open up that door, and you can see inside. Luna is like kind of half off the bed now, and he is like on the opposite side with his hands just in the finishing of casting something. But he is naked, just the way God made him. Felix.
Yeah.
It's like rust all over again.
Just measuring out my distance here. I don't have line of sight in that room, do I?
Nope.
Alright, I'll just come over here and whisper. I heard the whole exchange that happened here, right?
Yeah.
I'll just whisper to Higram and say, we gotta kill that guy, you saw your face.
I'm a nod for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, just making
100%.
sure. That's my turn.
This dude is dead. That dude is super dead. Higram.
All right, I'm gonna ride in here. I'm gonna get right in his face, and I'm gonna tell him it's just a robbery. Give up, and we won't hurt you. And I'm ready in action if he tries to cast a spell to give him the bites and the cuts.
No, he'll. Well, I guess it's Luna's turn first. Luna.
I am just casting mage armor on myself and getting the fuck out of here.
Nice.
Alright.
Yeah, I want to be a better target. That's why
Yeah.
I got the next one.
Yeah.
And
You hear mage armor get cast.
like right there.
Proceed.
Excuse me.
Wow.
I don't want to
Damn
take any
clothes, woman.
more
Jesus.
magic
Sylvia.
missiles to the face. What? You got a problem with this?
Yep, I will flurry.
Oh yeah, you
think
super
we
kill
got a
that
whole
dude.
already.
That dude is super
Okay.
dead.
I'll start
Pin him
moving.
to the ground.
Yeah. He will drop to his knees and he will lower his head. Please, please don't kill me. I'll give you whatever you want. Whatever you want. You want a house? You want everything here? Just don't kill me.
Okay.
And that will take us out of combat.
I'm
I'm just gonna be like, tie him and the guard up. and then we're gonna ransack the house, and then once they're tied up, we're gonna murder them.
I toss Luna
Romeo probably won't be okay with this though.
I toss Luna one of my outfits that I have spare because I'm carrying it still, so I'm just giving it. Cover yourself up, woman.
Look, I don't have a problem with how I look, do you?
Yes, it's distracting. I just whisper to the rest and say, we gotta take care of that guy in there, and I'm gonna peruse these bookshelves for any interesting tomes on historical important figures or deep gnomes or whatever, or the dwarves or whatever.
So a lot of these books are, I guess you probably wouldn't have. But these books are what you'd call show books. They're the kind of books that you like put on a shelf that look like you're really like some kind of big like fancy reader. And there's a couple of how to like deal in real estate books that are up there as well. But these books are clearly just for show.
Yeah, I think Hagrim said we're gonna like trash the place so make it look like a robbery or whatever.
Yeah.
So like as I'm looking at the books, I'm just like throwing them on the floor or whatever.
I want to try and get. I want to go in this room and try and open this thing. If it's locked, maybe I'll try and get a key from the guy.
No, you can. Yeah, he'll tell you where the key is. And in there you will find. Let me get this together real quick. This and this will get converted to raw GP value because he would not actually have those physical items, so that as well, and all of these goodies.
Oh boy.
What you're gonna let me live, right? You're gonna let me live? Listen, what's this all about? This can't just be a robbery. You would have come in through the window.
On the 4th floor?
Yeah, grappling hooks and stuff, you know?
I'm gonna tap the armor like, can't carry this 4 floors.
But you're so heavily geared. And I thought you were adventurers.
Did we tell him?
He recognized the outfit.
Oh, now I gotta murder him for sure. Oh, why did you go and say that? We'll make him feel like it.
No, I can keep a secret. I can keep a secret. Who sent you? I assure you, I can make it more worth your while. The guards, they're not gonna do anything even if I tell them. Please, I beg of you. I can make it worth it. You tell me who sent you, and I will compensate you greater than they could.
It's not up to me. You're talking to the wrong one. I really am just the muscle.
Listen, the money in that chest, the money in that chest is nothing compared to what I have.
So where's the rest of it?
It's in my account.
Oh. I'm gonna look him over. Do I believe him?
Give me a gauge.
Not.
Putting it together, I mean, he's a fairly affluent individual. It's very likely that he wouldn't keep all of his money in here. There are, like, the equivalent of banks here that you can store your money with. And so it's likely he keeps a lot of his money there and writes out requests for money from there when he needs it.
Well, come on out, sit on the couch. You're going to have to do your pitch to them. Like I said, I can't make the call.
Will you let me put on some clothes?
Yeah, of course.
Don't let him put on clothes.
It's
more fun this way.
You made this choice. You're going to have to... You're a magic caster. I heard you from outside.
All right. He'll, like, he'll like crawl his way across the floor because he's tied up out to the couch.
Yeah. Now, how much could you afford to pay us if we were to actually let you go?
I would want information. I want an exchange. I know that I'm in less of a bargaining position, but I am incredibly wealthy, and I could easily offer you more money than you'll likely ever see in a lifetime.
How much is that?
Tens of thousands of platinum.
And you have that in the bank here in this town.
The institution I keep the money in keeps the money stored in an arcane depository far away from here, but it is recoverable using the proper spells. They summon the money up at my request. I can show you. Just in my do you need the key? In my office, in my drawer, there are the slips I use. They have to be authorized by me using my official mark. But the request can be made for whatever dollar amount. The more the money, the longer it might take for them to procure, but it can be requested. I assure you, you can even find my ledger there.
I'll check his story.
Yeah, you can head on into. You can get the key from him. You can head into into here. A room filled with books upon books upon books. Next to a desk, you can go up. You can see there's a book that is his ledger, and you can see that there is indeed, as he said, in the desk, there are these slips of parchment that have like a form filled out, like it is referred to as I hadn't really thought of the name of it for here, but it's basically like a treasury company that handles your wealth, and it's basically a request form for like the sort of like a check or like a money order of sorts, or a withdrawal slip rather, more like a withdrawal slip for your money.
Or the amount they're on there currently.
There are no amount. In the ledger, you can see that he has hundreds of thousands of platinum, according to his ledger.
Can I roll like a gauge to see if like he actually intends on paying us if we were to let him?
You can try to roll me a gauge for that. Yes. You're not sure. You know very little about this guy. You've spent like no time with him. He could just be completely bullshitting you and using this all as excuses. It's really hard to read in a circumstance, especially like this.
Well,
what it's worth, I did like him.
Yeah.
You said you did?
Yeah, he was nice.
She was very nice.
I heard all the things you called her. Well,
I mean,
guess,
those weren't very nice, but I mean, given maybe a different scenario, might have been okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it looked like she was backstabbing him, so I can't really fault him on that.
Yeah.
You hear from the room, I thought she looked nice too.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, let's bring him out. We tie him up and put him on the couch too.
Okay.
Just in case we're about to have a coup de grace party. Just in case. Just in case that's the way it goes.
Party.
I'm gonna heal myself from those stupid magic missiles.
Yep.
I'm just using my healing hex on myself though. Ugh, not quite full, but close.
So, Steve, can you remind me who tasked us to do this?
Yes, this was given to you by the guy that you had said, the guy who meets up with the fishmonger and is very picky about the fish.
And he was going to tell us about the Boulder Falls?
Yes.
Or
He was going to give you the information you needed with regard to the Boulder Fall family. He was the man that smelled a blueberry.
These rings that you're looking into, are that worth it?
Well, the issue here is more so than just choosing to side with this guy or the other guy. If we side with this person,
then we might earn some more powerful enemies from the person that wanted us to end him.
What enemies? You're not talking about them, are you?
Who's them?
The ones that speak in your mind.
He did speak in his mind.
Yeah, he did.
Huh? Okay.
I don't think I know that though, so I'm
I
just
don't
like,
either,
looking
but
at you
I'm
like,
just saying.
did anyone speak in your mind?
Do
that
you know of
conversed with?
the mind speakers? You must. They're the only people I could think of that would want me. I've almost found all of them. I'm sure. I have to have. There can't be that
Why are
many.
you looking for them?
They're the reason for all these problems. Why do you think the dwarves are fighting each other all the time?
Because you're trying to evict them?
I'm trying to position people to get things under control. They want to stop that. They want the disorder. They want to gain what they believe to be rightfully theirs. The mind speakers believe that we're like property to them.
I'm liking this dude more and more.
All right,
His
this is
mind
the part of
speakers sound
the
kinda yuck.
telltale game where I have to decide who to.
At least there's not the shrinking bar.
Yeah, there's a shrinking bar that's like.
God, the
Make a
most
decision.
stress-inducing thing when that
Yeah.
sets in.
Yes.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right, I think. Since
You know
it's not
me.
just it's not just my fate on the line. I'm willing to take a vote.
Hey, I'm in it for the money. There's more money
A
here.
vote.
Money and
No,
power.
not to my. Yes, money and power. Remember, I have a lot of money
If
and I have a
there-
lot of connections.
So for me, I'm like, I don't care who we kill, but if we.
I mean,
back
money
down
is
to other
my main
people, we might
goal,
have to
so-
kill them. Mhm. It's up to you though. You're. I'm just here to help.
I don't like teaming up with sniveling weak cowards.
But I mean, do you like teaming up with people who speak in your mind and manipulate you? Because that sounds kind of gross.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm beginning to like the other guys less. But
Listen here, I'll have you know that when I'm not being invaded while I'm naked in my bedroom,
Sorry about that.
I am a much more brave person.
You
You know
resisted
what?
my hold person, which is actually pretty impressive.
Yes, in my
against what might be my better judgment, I'm willing to listen to you. I'm willing to hear you out.
I want to hear the numbers.
I think he's said some numbers.
No, I meant exactly how much he's given us for the. We've already given him some information for free.
Here's my deal. I can pay you quite a substantial amount now. I have to work out the numbers to make sure of what I can bring over without tripping up any of the ones who are following the money. But I can easily offer that to you once I know it should be in the tens of thousands of GP. It's not each, it will be amongst all of you, but it's what I can summon for right now. After that, for every head of one of these that you can bring, I am willing to pay another 4,000 gold.
I do like I start like putting my hand behind my back and giving like a thumbs up. I think we can come to an arrangement.
Is everybody okay with making those other guys our
Our
enemies?
enemies.
I don't care either way. But if we kill him, nobody becomes our enemy. We kill them, then all of the mind people become our enemies. Mm.
It's hard to move up without making some enemies.
Well, I'll tell you what, how about we do this? How about I
Uh-oh.
give you a week to decide?
Oh, okay.
And next week, you can come to me with your answer.
I'm pretty sure we're working for this dude.
Well,
Oh, hey,
I'm
we gotta
leading that
kill him.
way.
give it a little time. Good night,
No,
everyone.
we get the mine guy interacted with
Thanks
me. We
for
gotta kill this
watching.
guy.